Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-do-boo-bee-bee-bee. Ba-da-ba-bum. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hello, hello. Good evening, my friends. Hello. Hi. Hey, hey. You are early. Woo. Ooh, no, I need to get more chapstick. Gotta go see my girl. Hi. Tornado warning, touchdown near me. Oh my goodness. Be safe, Plump, be safe. You reported 4 of me yesterday? Jesus. Oh, you don't have to leave Mercury's live. That's okay. Please feel free to stay over there and support. It is such an important cause. What are they up to? Last time I checked was this afternoon. I was in there for a little bit and they were up to like 1.4 million, almost 1.5 million, I think. Hello, hello. 1.5? Woo! That is almost 1.8. Shuna, nice. That is amazing. And their goal was 1 million originally. That's amazing. Just updated. So cool. Hi. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Plump. Oh my goodness. Please be safe. Please be safe. That is amazing. Yes. I love that they raised so much money. Hello, Sandy Cheeks. Thank you, Marty. Yes, good to see you too. Is this my favorite shirt? No, but it's in the... You guys haven't seen me for a week. So you saw me wear it... I mean, besides yesterday. So you saw me wear it last week. It was the first time I wore it. Now it's in my rotation. And I happened to just put it on today. I'm doing very well. How are you guys doing? Hey, hey, hey. Oh, you guys are so sweet. So happy to see your face. Gonna listen to you while we pack to move. Congratulations. It's in the rotation. I'm not a stylish lady. Ooh, 444. Ooh, it changed. I am not a stylish lady. Thank you, Riz. I pretty much every day wear black leggings. I have like 10 pairs of the same black leggings. And then some sort of t-shirt. And I have like a stack of t-shirts and I just take whatever and put it on. And then like, I just go through the shirts that I have, all my favorite shirts. Are you kidding? Did you hit this goal already? Yes, sometimes I do wear the same clothes 2 days in a row, but I do always, even if I wear the same clothes 2 days in a row, I always change my underwear. Always. How late are you going to be on? I'm a new sub. I have a story, but I need to put my baby to bed. I just got on, so I'll be on for a few hours. Can never have too many black leggings. Good evening. Thank you so much. It's still going. It's still going. Hold on. Let me, commando for years and you love it. I do not like going commando. I don't know why. It like freaks me out. I don't know why. But good for you. Hello, my walrus friends. Let me reset this gift goal already. Oops. Where's the other? Oh, it's Friday. We got to do TGIFs. I forgot it's Friday. TGIF. Okay. It's Friday. It feels weird. Don't go to commando to the gym. Ooh, yeah, that's not a good idea. I have tried it. I didn't like it. I don't know what it is. It feels weird to me. Like, I don't want to get, I don't want to be too graphic here. But I don't know. I can't really say many things on TikTok sometimes. Anywho, what was I going to say next? I don't remember. Oh my God, you guys are knocking these goals out. Again? You did it again? Hello from Michigan. Hello. Hello. I'm your pregnancy craving. That is so funny. I have watched Lord of the Rings, but I watched it about 20 years ago. No joke. Oh my God, guys. My daughter, hey, in this moment, literally broke my brain yesterday because I told her a story. I told her a story about, because I used to work at 2 different tutor times, and I used to teach kids from 3 to like 6. And I told her a story about one of the 6-year-olds, and she asked, "How old is that person now?" Like the kid. And I thought about it. They're 22 now. My kids that I taught I was so young. They're 22 now. I can't even. It hurts my brain to think about that. It makes me feel ancient. I do not have a new account. And I have one backup account, and the backup account has one video on it of me saying this is my backup account. Everything else is a scam, and they're fucking copying me and impersonating me, so please report and block. Oh my God. My 8-year-old I responded to that in Discord, Riz. My 8-year-old turned on your live from last night on YouTube. That's so funny. My daughter is 9. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God. I literally look at my 20s like, me too, like it was yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, like I totally just taught those kids like last year. Nope. Tried 20 fucking years ago. Not 20, obviously, but a lot. Who wouldn't want to be here? That's so sweet. Yes, report and block. Let's do the other Friday gifts, since you guys are fucking banging these out so fast. I feel so lucky. Happy Friday. I'll just put a couple of these because they are way more expensive than the other ones. Okay. Did I read a story about the back rooms? I don't know. The volume is going in and out. Oh, God. Please. Thank you, Rez. Hello, Christina. Thank you. My son instantly woke up from his nap when he heard your voice. Ah, so cute. We are just getting started. We're just chatting. You have the same shirt. Ah, someone got it for me as a gift from here. It's a great shirt. Love it. Volume is fine. Okay, cool. All right. Also, my plug is good. It took me a minute. It wasn't working for a second, and I had to like replug it in a few times, but it's good. Oh my God. My friends, or just all my friends, I was going to say my plant-based friends, I made today, I just tried I'm having so much fun trying these new recipes. I just made these black bean burgers. They were just like black beans and sweet potatoes and some seasonings and stuff. They were so good. I was so excited about it. A healthy hamburger made out of plants. What is that about? I'm about to send you my favorite boho pants from Amazon. Yes, please. Yes, please. I love boho shit. How tall am I? I'm 5'6". But I do have a really large booty. I'm a large person. I mean, I'm not huge, but thank you, Brandy. Like, for instance, this shirt is a 2X. I got a big old booty. Would I rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? Oh my God, you made me read that out loud. What a dick. What are you, 5? Boho, bohemian. I haven't used my headlamp yet. It's for camping. So last time we went camping in October, and it was just my fiance and I for a day, and then my sister and her wife came. But we went, and it got really dark, and we were having trouble making a fire, right? Because we were trying to like get the keep the fire going, get the kindling and do all the things and whatever. But like we had to like hold the flashlight with one hand and then like use the other hand. So I was like, we need fucking headlamps. How come we don't have headlamps? Hello. You can send your stories to glitches.tessicavision@gmail.com. Tell us about the pants. Yes. So I will be going camping. Only the mods can pin a comment, Victoria. I will be going camping again for my birthday. Not on my actual birthday, but like for my birthday and for my sister's birthday. We're doing like, our birthdays are like a week apart, and we're doing like a joint birthday camping situation. So it's going to be really fun. Very excited. So we're doing that in the end of April. Ashley, thank you. You did get here early. Yes. Sounds amazing. What is going on with these weird people today? Thank you, Christy. You can go camping whenever you want. We're going end of April. We went in October last time. I'm working on a story. I can't make it make sense. Rewriting, okay? Hello. You got so excited. Hello. You're so cute. My birthday is May 3rd. How do you get mods? People volunteer to be moderators and help you with the room, and you click on their name, and then you can click to add as a moderator, and then they have the ability to silence people, to ban people, to pin comments and things like that. Thank you so much. I kept mine on all night with the Hurricane Ian. I know you told me. I couldn't even believe that, and I can't believe it lasted for 10 hours. I'm so excited about it. So excited about it. Someone else, and I don't know who, because it just said Elizabeth. So if there's an Elizabeth in here that sent me a gift, thank you. They sent me it's like a grill set thing for camping. Very excited about it. Very excited. But I didn't know the username. It just said Elizabeth, and I'm not sure who it was. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Hello, Katie. Hello, King. Ooh, it's Tom the turkey. Thank you so much for Tom the turkey. Your birthday's the same day as my daughter. Oh, that's awesome. She loves your videos, and she was so excited. Woo! We're birthday buddies. Birthday buddies. Fellow Taurus. Woo woo. Hey, Mark. I love you too. May 18th. Can we start? We are starting. We're chatting. We always chat in the beginning for a little bit. Hello, dear. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm pretty much always happy. Camping, not glamping. Please, don't get me started on glamping. Don't get me started on glamping. We're fucking camping. Hey, cuzzy. Kim C is my literal cousin. No glamping. Ugh. My backup account is TessicaVision _backup, I think. Camping all the way. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I got so mad. My favorite place, we go camping in the same place like every year since I was literally in my mother's womb. And a couple years ago, they like sectioned off a part of it and like put in like glamping tents, and I was literally so offended. Kim C, my name is Kim, and my last name starts with a C. Oh, you love my shirt. Somebody got it for me here. Thank you. It says "You Decide" on it. It's happy face, sad face, and you decide. Do I have a neck fan? No, I don't have a neck fan. You didn't get a notification. Chris, make sure you're in the Discord. I always send it in there too. I have a medical condition that makes camping very hard. I'm so sorry to hear that. Say my name, say my name. They are not going to ban TikTok. Number one, let's not put that out into the universe. And secondly, yes, I will be trying to do lives on YouTube in the case that happens. So make sure that you are following me or you're subscribed to my YouTube just in case. It's TessicaVision, same name as here. Just in case. Just in case. Hi, hi, hi. Camping in Hawaii sounds amazing. Too bad I am scared of planes, and it's like a 14-hour plane ride. What is glamping? Glamping is like fancy camping. Hey, Jess. Love you. Enjoy your family time. Thank you for saying hello. I go camping every year, and after we go to Silverwood. What is Silverwood? Hello. I saved your night. Hopefully you don't read too many camping stories beforehand. I actually thought of that, right? Hey, Miss Casey. Old-fashioned camping is the best. Is the best. I actually was thinking about that because, I've been camping for my entire life. And now that I've been reading all these stories, I'm like, am I going to be freaked out when it's like nighttime in the middle of the woods and I have to pee at like 2 a.m. leaving the tent? Am I going to be scared now? Camping in Florida is sweaty and gross, I can imagine. You know what? Last year we actually left early, and I have never in my life left early, but because it was like a heat wave and it was unbearably hot. And on top of that, my daughter was getting fevers, so we had to leave early. It was send camping stories. Ha ha ha. You have a scary camping story? I did only tent camping as a kid. Now I'm a full glamping only. I need AC, a toilet, and a shower. We have toilets and showers. The place that I go has like bathrooms. It's like a bathroom they're like shitty ass bathrooms, shitty ass toilets, and shitty ass showers, but they work. And I'm not opposed to going somewhere that doesn't have those things. Suffolk sister, what's up, Flossom Tara? I love you too. Camping is my literal favorite thing. I just love to be in nature. Well, as someone pointed out, not only am I an earth sign, like generally, apparently my rising and what was it? It was like north node and my south node, or it was like the nodes or something, right? I'm just a bunch of earth signs. Not glamping, camping, not glamping. I will be reading some stories soon. Thank you very much. Please be patient. If you saw, it said chatting and reading your stories. And right now we're in the chatting part. So if you don't like it, just scroll right past. Thank you very much. And thank you for the tacos. You sleep so much better than in a house. Yes. The fresh air and the sounds of the crickets. Chubby, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. If you have a story, please let me know, and I will be happy to read it as the first story of the night. Broken, thank you so much for subscribing for month 2. I'm just trying to write down Chubby so I don't forget. Oh, yeah, send me the link for the neck fan. Fiona, thank you. Hello from South Dakota. Hi. Oh, you're having a blizzard. Holy Nikes. I'm scared of spiders. My sister and her wife are both terrified of spiders, and they camp. They deal with it. You can do it. You can do it. Silverwood is a theme park. They just hit 1.8 million. Woo! That's amazing. Yes. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going camping, just for safety and security and privacy reasons. End of the month inventory will go so much faster with you guys with me. Yes, Katie Joe. I didn't see, new subscriber Chubby, did you have a story that you would like me to share? You do not have to have a story. It is not required. I just wanted to offer. Lightning bugs are beautiful. It's increased my anxiety with age, the thought of bugs on me. Snakes, fear of the dark. I'm afraid of the dark too, but I'm still good. Been trying to resub since I logged on. I couldn't find my purse. Fresh air is the best. And in the summer, because we normally go every year in August too, and I love the sound of the katydids and the crickets. It's just so soothing. It's so soothing to me. All the sounds are so soothing. The zipping of the tent. If it rains, the rain on the tent. I love everything. Oh, the starry skies. Oh, so pretty. Snakes don't bother me, but spiders certainly do. My walrus will keep me safe. Katie Joe. Oh my God, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. You are always finding the most beautiful things. So pretty. That one is up there with the whale. I still like the whale better. I do have to say, the whale is still number 1. I also really liked that alien one, but the whale is still number 1. You found the purple rabbit from part 85? No way. I'm not afraid of most critters, but you can keep snakes. Thanks. I'm cool with snakes. I live in the woods so my kids can camp in the yard. That is amazing. What do you mean you live in the woods? Tell me more. I want to live in the woods. You emailed it to me? Oh, definitely just stabbed myself with my pencil. You have a snake. My sister used to have a water snake when she was a kid. What kind of snake do you have? You live in the woods too? Guys, like literally, if it wasn't for me being required to stay where I am because of ex-husbands and wives and kids and all of that, I literally would be living in the woods, or I'd be traveling the country in a schoolie, homeschooling my children. The katydids can get really loud, but I love them. You have a python? That's so cool. Can you send a picture in the Discord? I want to see it. I can't even see my neighbors. That's crazy. I used to live in the woods in 6th grade. My school had 27 kids total. That's awesome. My parents own 366 acres of woods. I live on 10 acres and oh my God. Guys, I'm so jealous. Ooh, your girl is homeschooled. I love that, Jennifer. I love it. I did just start. We haven't read any stories. We need a giant piece of property for us all to live on. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Copperheads, those are dangerous, right? Right? Hold on. You sent me a picture. I don't see it. I'm not sure when you sent it. Hello. Hello. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, guys. I have to do a video about this tomorrow. I'm so excited. Guys. I was driving today. I finally saw something weird. I was driving today. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited. And then I get caught in the comments. I was driving today and I saw a fucking plane not moving in the sky. So excited about it. I was driving and I see this plane and it's big, it's low, it's big. And I'm like, and I'm driving and I'm thinking, it doesn't look like it's moving. And I'm thinking, oh, like this is probably what people see, right? Like because of the way that I'm moving and the way the plane's moving. Because that's what people say when they see those videos. They're like, oh, it's the way that their things are both moving. The car and the whatever is moving, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, that's probably it, right? That's probably what it is because it doesn't look like it's moving, but I'm moving. And then I was not moving because I was in traffic and I was stopped and I was staring at it out the window and it was I was keeping my damn eyes on it, on it and on the surroundings and waiting to see like it move in any direction. And it didn't fucking move. It was legitimately just sitting there. Oh my God. And I started to get so excited because I was like, oh my God, it's not moving. This is so cool. And I was like, I have to try to video this. And I like took my phone out, but I'm driving and I'm in traffic and I have to move because the traffic is moving. I have to move. And by the time I get up there and I like turn around with my phone and I'm trying to like take a video and now it's moving and it's moving fast. It's moving fast. So it definitely was not fucking moving because it was moving fast when I turned around, but it was paused in the goddamn sky for a minute because I swear on it, you don't have to believe me if you don't want to, but I saw it with my damn eyes. With my damn eyes, I saw it. I was so excited. I've seen one, noise pointed straight up, not moving, watching it for half a mile. Yes, what the fuck? I know. You've seen it. You've seen it too. Oh my God. What if the people in the plane can see you too? Oh my God, that would be so crazy. Hover mode. This is what people say. They say, you know, that it's like moving, it's the speed, but I wasn't fucking moving when I was watching it. And then they'll say like, oh, you know, some planes do that. They can literally just, oh, look, Miss KC right here. She just said it. Planes can basically sit still for short periods of time. When have you ever seen a plane do that? I'm sorry, I don't believe that. Don't rain on my parade, Miss Casey. Don't rain on it. It's happening a lot now. I know. A lot of people are seeing this shit. It's crazy. You've not seen it. No, they cannot. That's not, oops. Something weird is going on in our skies. Yes. A helicopter is different. A helicopter can do that. You used to jump out of planes in the army? Don't rain on the plane. Oh my God. Hold on, wait. A lot of people have recorded things like that. Yes, yes. Thank you for believing me. Thank you. Since when, though? Planes always used to move in the sky, right? Right. So if we're in some fucking alternate reality where planes can just chill in the middle of the goddamn sky now out of nowhere, then okay. Planes cannot stay still, so whatever you're seeing, yes. It's absolutely real. Thank you. That's what we do in this room. We believe each other, so you better believe me. I always believe your shit. It could have been a UFO. It could have been... I tried recording and all of a sudden it started moving fast like you said. Yes. Crazy. Crazy. I want my money back for those extra 5 minutes. Oh my God. A UFO in disguise, anything is possible. It's very true. It's very true. That could be true, Caitlin. You didn't get a notification? Make sure you're in my Discord because I always do notify everyone in the Discord as well. I add everybody. Yes, spiritual. Yes. Da, da, da. Yes, Rhiannon. What can I do for you? Hello, Berry. Thank you so much. Can you tell that I'm fucking blind, by the way? I'm always like up in here like this. I've seen almost 20 jets in the skies today. That's crazy. Oh, feel better. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, thank you. Dun, dun, dun. All right, should we start some stories? I wear contacts because I'm super blind. My prescription's like a -8.5. It's very bad. I cannot see anything. If I take these out, I literally cannot see anything. Everything is just a blur of colors, right? So I can tell where things are. If it's familiar to me, like if the room is familiar to me, I can tell, okay, this is like the general, it's darker here and light. It's, yeah. Story time. Blind as a bat. I'm -4.75 and I'm blind, so shit. Yep. I haven't given any more thoughts to the meetup because it's still chilly out. I think we would do that when it's warm. Oh my God, these people with the tree grow thing. Let's go. Okay, let's read some stories. Whoa. Pay attention to the signs being sent to you. So many messages are coming in lately. Yes. Didn't realize how bad mine was until I got glasses last month. I don't know how I functioned. Sarah, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you have a story to share, please let me know, and I will be happy to share it. You wrote them all down in your journal. I'm very interested. I'm very interested in your record keeping. I know you're keeping a lot of records over there. Da, 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 da. Guys, new subscriber Chubby never answered before about a story, right? If they did, I missed. My email is glitches.tessicavision@gmail.com. I love it, spiritual. You're not weird. You're amazing. Yes, give them the codes. I do, but I need to get at least 1/3 of these. No problem, Sarah. You take your time. It is not a requirement to send a story. You don't ever have to send one if you don't want to. But if you decide that you do want to send one, whenever you do, just let me know. Hey, I subscribed. I didn't get to share my story yet. I appreciate your subscription. Thank you so much. Okay. Doodly doo. Thank you, Flossom. I try. I feel like that's part of my mission. Oh no. It's the end of the chapstick. Thank you. Oh, Mandy. Oh, Mandely. Happy Friday. We are working on Happy Fridays. We have 7 more. I'm about to start right now. Hello, friends. Oh, please go live and share your downloads and tell me so I can come see. Thank you, Katie Jo. Hello, friends. My name is Jess. People call me Auntie Matrix. I read your weird, unexplainable stories. Some of them are glitches in the Matrix. Some of them are paranormal, etc., etc., etc. Hello, Joey. It's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for subscribing, Chubby. That's so sweet. How old is your son? Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Oh, you got the notification. That's amazing. He's 4. Oh, hey, buddy. How are you doing? Thank you for watching. Yes. So I read your weird stories. We are going to read some stories that have come in during the live and also at every 100,000 likes. We do pick someone out of the comments and read their story specifically. So make sure that you're tapping the screen for more chances to get your story read. And if you want your story, oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much. If you want your story read right now, definitely you can subscribe to the live. So if you click on the little star or the word subscribe up there, you can click on there and you get your story read right now. You get a special role in my Discord and access to the sub-only chat in Discord, and you get 15 emotes to use in the chat that are really fun, and most of them are of my face doing really cute things, and you should look at them because I'm obsessed with them. Okay. Also, I do have a Discord, and if you're interested in joining it, anyone is welcome. We have about 650 people in there right now. You can go to the link in my bio, or you can go to TessicaVision.com. That thing brings all my links up, and at the top will be my Discord. It's a little alien controller guy. Some people have trouble clicking on it, and you might have to copy and paste the link. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube, TessicaVision, same as here. Just in case anything happens with TikTok, and also because I do post my TikTok live replays on YouTube normally the following day. So in case you missed anything or you want to rewatch, so make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube, TessicaVision. And also in the link in my bio are all my links, including my P.O. box, my Amazon wishlist, my Amazon storefront, my Cameo, etc., 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 and the email to send stories to if you want to send a story in, and that email is glitches.tessicavision@gmail.com, but it's also in my bio. What? Wait, what's what? Hey. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And we are already more than halfway to the first like goal, which is very exciting. Okay. We have one here. Is this person here? What is this? Oh, this is the stuffed rabbit. You said, I think I found the stuffed rabbit from the video. The carrot is on the same foot in approximately the same shade of purple. Oh my God, you looked up the fucking... Where did you see this? Is this the right one? Hold on. Can I open this normal? What? I think you did find it. Oh my God, do you guys remember the carrot rabbit? Do you want to see? Yeah, the story from a long time ago. And look, you know, it's funny because if you guys remember in that story, the person legitimately put the hex code for the exact color of the rabbits, which I think is crazy. Thank you for resubscribing for month 2, Jennifer. Oh, Beauty, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. If you have a story, I will definitely share it. Just give me 1 second. So this person, here, let me show you. You remember this, right? You remember the color. So this person that just sent me this, who identify yourself in the comments, who just sent me this picture. Doobly doo. They actually like looked up the fucking, I know you can't see, there's a glare for some reason, but they actually looked up the hex color. And then look, this is because if you remember, they said it had the carrot embroidered on the one foot. And it's not on the other foot. It's just on this one foot. And it's big. It's a big purple and it's the same. That's so crazy. Oh my God. Hey, Megan. I know, it's crazy, right, Jennifer? Crazy. No, that's not my favorite story. That's not my favorite story. But that's pretty cool, right? That is the rabbit. We have to find the person. We have to contact the person. You missed what? That's so crazy. I looked myself, and me and a bunch of other people found a different rabbit, but not this one. This one looks right. Hey, hey. Is there another new sub? Did I miss another one? I'm scrolling. Cord check. Cord is good. Thank you so much, Chicken and Quaffles. You have a major doppelganger in Beaverton who is a dentist. Take a picture. Take a picture and send it to me. Beauty, do you have a story that you'd like to share? Please let me know the first part of your email address, like before the at gmail.com or whatever, or the name of it that you put in the subject, and I will look it up and we can read it. You can send your stories to glitches.tessicavision@gmail.com. You can get that email address and all of my links to everything in the link in my bio, or if you go to TessicaVision.com, you can get them all there. Did I take my meds? Funny story. I did not take my meds because I don't have any right now because my subscription ran out. I'm seeing people subscribing. My prescription ran out and I called to get it refilled, and then they are giving me issues refilling it for some reason. So I haven't taken it in 2 days. And but I've been on this I've been no meat, no dairy on this plant-based, whole foods plant-based diet. And so far, I'm pretty good. So we'll see how it goes. It's like a prescription strength Prevacid. I might start an ADHD med. I have no idea what to expect. Oh, I hope it's okay for you. Hold on. Where is, am I missing? I don't take nothing anymore. I don't trust. I don't want to take anything, but I had to take that for my GERD. Hey, hey, hey. You don't need them. Stay plant-based. Yes, I know I don't need them. I'm trying to get away from them. I did need them. Wait, where did Beauty go? Beauty, did you have a story? This is my shirt, whoever just asked. Someone got it from me here. It's a happy face or sad face, and it says, you decide. Like, you get to choose, if you're happy or sad. Ba-ba-bum. Thank you, spiritual. I don't know if you heard before, but I tried digestive enzymes, and they just literally made me feel worse. I was very excited about them, and they did not work. Not for me. They made me feel so bad. Thank you. Oh, no, ma'am. Just love your stories. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Okay. Let me take this. I cannot believe we found the damn bunny. That's crazy. All right, Glitch. Is Michelle here for Glitch? Have I tested for H. pylori? I've been tested for literally everything. She called me ma'am? Who called me ma'am? How did I not even notice? My daughter and I have been on the heavy metal detox, and it's amazing. There's a detox that I want to do. It's like a parasite and heavy metal detox thing. I have not been tested for SIBO. No, but I've been okay, guys, since I've been plant-based, whole food plant-based. I've been okay so far. So, what did I have for dinner? I actually made, I'm waiting to see if Michelle is here for a glitch in a doctor's office. Are you here? So I can read this one. Today for dinner, I actually made black bean burgers. It was like black beans and sweet potatoes and some other stuff. Dun, dun, dun. You want to do the detox too? Got to research first. Yes. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. You need that diet. Get it. Go to Stephanie at Plantspiration. Thank you, Nancy. I love you too. Nice, Tina. Nice. Oh, yes. I need that mac and cheese recipe. I know what H. pylori is. My niece actually had it at one point, I think. No, please, Shu. Tell me. I'm so happy they reached 1.85 million. Hello, Alicia. I'm on Long Island. Look at that. The stories are starting right now. This person, I guess, is not here. They're not answering. So you had it. Ooh. I have had stool samples and all kinds of tests and stuff. Yes, I have GERD and IBS, and I'm feeling okay with this plant-based diet. I use yucca all the time. All right, how about Caitlin for witchcraft? Ooh, this is a long one too. Are you here? Witchcraft. Let me know. Do you do me? No, I don't meet. No offense to you at all, but I don't meet random people. But we are going to do a meetup at some point, like with all bunch of people who are going to go. You're here. Oh, that was you. Okay. Are you ready? Let's read this one. One day. One day. Okay. Witchcraft. Are you guys ready? We're going to start to read, I think. Okay. Meet me in a dark alley. Oh my God. That's what I meant, not just random meets. Okay, okay. You were going to do a meetup at some point. Hey, Jess, this is the final version of the story. Oh. Oh, wait, so we read this already. Oh, we read this already. This is just, well, let's see. She managed to clear some details up. I don't know if I'm going to reread the whole thing. Did we read this already? We haven't read it. Oh, you said it's a final version. I'm sorry, I was confused. Okay, we're reading it. We're reading it. I just sent it a few times. Good evening, Soul Council. Okay, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Just popping a trigger warning here for distressed animals and anyone who has suffered pet loss, just so you guys know. That's what they said. My grandmother, 4 aunts, my mother, and their German Shepherd all moved into a new home in the late 1970s. To preface this and provide a little context, my grandmother was a devoted Catholic and super by the book. They were working class and it was the 70s, so my mom and her 2 sisters, twins, shared one bedroom and her younger 2 sisters shared the second bedroom. The house came partly furnished as they... Your story is not boring. I just had a yawn coming and I couldn't stop it. The house came partly furnished, and as they were settling in, my grandmother decided to do a bit of rearranging. She absolutely hated the large rug that was placed in the hallway and wanted to get rid of it. My grandmother picked up the rug and uncovered a huge demonic symbol etched into the flooring. Interesting. Being as staunchly Catholic as she was, she reached out to her local priest and he completed a home visit. He blessed the house and warned her that whatever she does, she was not to cover the symbol again. The best way my mom can describe it is that the symbol that it looked like, the best way my mom can describe the symbol is that it looked like some kind of strange dark magic, witchcrafty kind of thing. Whilst my gran was super religious, she was stubborn and did not believe in the supernatural at all and decided to carpet the floors despite the priest's warning. Wait, your grandma was super Catholic and she didn't even listen to the priests? What? I don't get it. Strange things began happening around the house. My mom remembers hearing lots of banging, cupboards opening and closing in the night, and this immense sense of unease whenever she passed over the marking on the floor. She would often see things out of the corner of her eye, and my aunts confirmed they felt and heard the same. They were all asleep in their room at night. The dog was barking, and my mom heard a ton of noise in the kitchen and went to investigate. When she got there, every single chair, pot, pan, literally anything and everything a regular kitchen has was stacked up in the middle of the kitchen floor, almost defying gravity. Nope. That reminds me of like poltergeist. I don't like it. She said that everything got intense super quickly. My mom woke her sisters in a panic. They were all panicking. The banging intensified and her dog was incredibly stressed out. My mom said the blood began to pour down her bedroom walls and that she and her sisters could see faces almost popping out of the walls. They were aggressive, angry, and almost resembled Vikings. They were absolutely petrified. What the actual fuck? It's like a mixture of Poltergeist and fucking The Shining. Her dog was so distressed, he actually ended up jumping out the window through the glass in the hallway and didn't survive. Oh my God. My mom confirmed that on multiple occasions she would wake up in the middle of the night, her and her sister's beds suspended in the air. They were covered in bruises and scratches and became sick quite frequently. They moved out of the house pretty quickly. My mom still cusses my gran out for covering that symbol to this day. What the actual fuck? Hold on, there's more. It's not done. Fast forward to my parents' wedding day when I was 8 years old. My auntie and uncle did the photography for the ceremony and reception. My auntie is very superstitious. Of course she would be with all the things that happened to her in her childhood. There were so many orbs flying in and out of the photographs and videos. This was a regular occurrence for photographs taken in our family, so my aunt was obsessed with pointing them out. Naturally, they took pictures of everything. Wedding photographer / Ghostbuster to the stars. These photos included the plate that wedding cake was placed on, a seemingly ordinary artistic photograph at first glance, but upon closer inspection, you could see faces almost carved into the plate. It looked like an old-timey family portrait. Oh! My dad could see his deceased aunt. My mom and aunt could see their late grandmother, along with other deceased members from both sides of my family, all of those who couldn't attend. Bizarrely enough, my mom's dog that jumped out of the bedroom window and to his death on that insane night was also pictured. My mom only ever had one German Shepherd and his name was Prince. I immediately threw up everywhere. What? I was around 8 years old and at the time very sensitive to the supernatural. If you can remember the imaginary friend story I submitted, the spirit was named Jennifer and I named all of my dolls after her due to their likeness. Yes. It was normal to talk about spirits in my home growing up. My mom never saw the supernatural as anything she had to shield us from, unless of course it was demonic. I was so used to hearing all her crazy stories and was super comfortable with that knowledge. I was perfectly healthy that day. I wasn't unwell. There was just something about seeing Prince the dog and knowing the details of the horrific story that did not sit well with me. I still feel a little off and out of my depth talking about it even now. I have so many questions about that symbol on my grandmother's floor, but one thing I do know is that it was dark. Make sure to smudge. Guys, I didn't like that one. It was really scary. Can we please vote? Did you like that happy face for yes and a sad face for no? Only higher dimensional beings of love and light are allowed in this house. Anything else is not welcome and needs to leave. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Bathe in it. Oh god. Oh. Hey, Anne. Oh my god, you guys. Make a video about that one. That was a good one. It's really scary. That was a really good one. It was a good one. That is a good video one. It definitely is. It definitely is. Hold on. Let me write that one down. Where's my little thing? Video. Witchcraft. Wait, can you identify yourself in the I don't remember your exact username. It's Andy, but it's like a... That's a big nope. I'm literally sitting in the dark, and now I'm running, turning the lights on. I cannot. Yes. Oh, it's a 4. That's what it is. 4N.DY. Whoo! My God. The microphone leaves little eyeballs. It would be really cute with little eyeballs. Okay. Whoo, that was a good one. Eee! Let me just keep this one over here. Thank you for sharing. You forgot to vote. That's okay. You mom it up. You mom it up. All right. We're going to keep this one. Click and click. Oh, and click and click and click and click. Okay. Banshee is Oh, wait, we hit the 100K. Okay, I'll read Banshee because I just said Banshee. If Banshee is here, and then we'll also pick the 100K. Is Banshee here? I just noticed the microphone. I'm obsessed with your voice right now. Thank you. You like my voice? Do you like it when I do that? Cody Jade, is that you? Are you Banshee? It just says Banshee. I did. I posted the live from yesterday. Yes. That is you. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to read Banshee, but also let's pick the 100K. This is the spray that I use. I'm not affiliated with this company at all. I should be because I talk about it a lot, but this is my favorite smudge spray. It is by Juniper Mist. This one is lavender and sage. You can get it on Amazon, and it's actually in my Amazon storefront if you want to look at that exact one and check it out. So if you click on the link in my bio or go to TessicaVision.com and click on Amazon storefront, it is there. Okay, along with other stuff like my nose ring, my earrings, and a bunch of other things that I use because people ask me about them all the time. Okay, so we're going to pick for the 100K. And then I'm going to read Banshee and then the 100K. So if you have a story that you have sent at any point in time and you would like me to potentially read it right now, please start typing in the comments the first part of your email address, like before the @whatever.com, or the name of the story, what you named it in the subject. You can copy and paste that, and you can spam that in the chat as many times as you like. Right now is the only time you are allowed to spam the chat. And then I'll turn around in a second and we will pick one of those and read their stories specifically. We do this at every 100,000 likes, so make sure you are tapping the screen for more chances. Another way to get your story read right now is to subscribe. If you click the little star or the subscribe button next to my face at the top, you can do that there and check out the other benefits. Oh, I don't like what I just landed on, but we're going to do it anyway. It's Angelia. What a Stewart. I'm scared of that one. What a Stewart. We have the same shirt? That's amazing. That's amazing. Hello, Mel. Hey, Miss Casey. Welcome back. I'm listening to the live and my husband is listening to your page. Okay. First, we're going to read Banshee. Are you ready? Here we go. So I have this awful tendency to predict family members' deaths through my dreams. The first time it happened, I was at my cousin's house and I was 15. We had spent the night eating takeout and watching Sinister and other horror movies. Then we went up to bed and we both stayed in her room at the back of the house. In my dream, I was asleep in her bed and I got woken up to the most awful sound of screaming. I was absolutely terrified. I could literally feel goosebumps all over. The screaming was coming in and out, and I finally decided to look out the window, and there was a lady screaming in a white dress and long black hair running up and down the alley at the back of her house. I woke up in bed dripping in sweat. I calmed myself down and went to sleep again, just convincing myself that the horror movie was playing on my mind. But I went straight back into the dream this time, though I was in a passage, and the screaming was coming from a window. When I looked up, I couldn't see the lady. When I looked up, I could see the lady, and she was holding a silver mirror in her house, staring out the window. Once our eyes locked, she screamed. I literally woke up and was shaking. I didn't go back to sleep that night. A few days later, my Nana died. I'm so sorry. It wasn't until after I learned the wail of the banshee is the sign of death. This was over 10 years ago, and it still scares the life out of me. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, and that's so weird and scary. Honestly, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the banshee screaming is a sign of death. I had no idea. I literally had no idea. Okay, let's vote. Do we like that story? Happy face for yes and sad face for no. Wait, Stuart might not a story. She was genuinely asking. Oh. No. Did I literally write that down like it was a fucking story and it's not? I'm so dumb. What? Jessica, what is happening? Guys, we are still working on the Fridays gifts. If you are able, please send them. They hit 1.9 million? Yes. I'm so happy. Oh my God. They're gonna hit the 2 million. They're gonna do it. That makes me so happy. I'm so happy for them. Their goal is now 2.2. The last two, so the 2 hosts can get their surgeries. Shut up. Oh my God. Woo! Thank you, Molly. Oh, that's so sweet. We're talking about Mercury Stardust's live. They're doing a live like fundraiser thing. It's like 30 hours and it's for transgender it's like transgender affirming surgery, gender affirming healthcare. And they wanted to raise $1 million and they're almost to 2 million. They're at 1.9 million. That's insane. I'm so happy for them. That's amazing. Yes. Like dollars, like $2 million. Oh my God, Mercury is amazing. I was so excited. Yes, that she duetted a video of mine. I almost died. They got over 1 million in the first 6 hours. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. It was a video about my cat. I don't know if you guys remember that video. It was a video of me like going into the bathroom saying, "Oh, is anyone a plumber because I have a clog in my sink?" And it was my cat. Oh, your niece is a trans woman? That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, they're having such a good turnout. Yes, yes, yes. You remember that one. You have a trans daughter? That's awesome. My fiance is a trans man. I'm 9, but that's amazing, Rhiannon. I love it. You remember that video? Yes, yes, yes. Love it. Okay. So there wasn't a story called What a Stewart. If I'm hearing correctly, there wasn't a story called What a Stewart. The person was just asking what a Stewart. Of course. I love this community for loving everyone. Yes, we love everyone here. Divorcing a whole ass bigoted family so I can raise my daughter with pride. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I missed you too. Oh, somebody sent a subscription present. That's exciting. That means I can send it. I wonder who sent it. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so we have to repick for the 100K. So if you have a story, start spamming in the chat if you have a story you want me to read. Go, 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 go. Spam in the chat. You just sent one? And we have to send the sub, and I can't believe that you can do that now. You can gift subs. I don't know why I'm staring. I have to stare away. I have to stare away and then turn around. Okay. Oh my God, I almost knocked my water over. Person above. And Anne. Why can't I read your name? 3. All right, Anne. All right, Anne. Let's go. Let's see. Congratulations, Anne. 3. That's the name of it? Can you tell me what the name of it is? It's titled... Wait. Hold the phone. Scary Story 3. I got you. All right. Here we go. You're chatting and playing The Sims. Amazing. Okay. So when I was 17 and 18, I experienced a lot of paranormal stuff in my life, but this was the most memorable. When I was 17, I had these shelves above my bed. I remember waking up and the shelf fell on me, but it was positioned against my throat in a way that it would have been placed that way. What? And all the contents on the shelf, some fabric and sewing supplies, and a few children's books were neatly placed next to me on the bed. You just jumped right in with this. What? I got dressed for school, and later that day, I came home and took a shower. I had the door cracked open, and both the family pets, Pizza, the cat, and Foxy the dog. Oh, the cat's name is Pizza. I got confused. I had the door cracked open and both the family pets, Pizza the cat and Foxy the dog, were outside. I was home alone and my parents were at work. I heard a female's voice say hello to me as clear as day while I was in the shower. Oh my God. I freaked out mentally and I quickly finished my shower, got dressed, and went next door to my neighbor, Chris and Tim's house until my parents got home. The story gets worse. So you know, in the morning when you're waking up and your brain is conscious but you haven't opened your eyes yet. Well, I heard hello from the same female voice and I bolted out of bed when it whispered in my ear. I literally ran into my mom's room and of course she didn't believe me. So I didn't bring it up again and I never heard the voice after that. Oh my God. No, thank you. Maybe a spirit was just trying to say hi to you. Could be a spirit just saying hey to you. Not that it doesn't make it any less scary and creepy for you. We're voting, did you like that story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Thank you for sharing. Do 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 boo wee wee wee. Wait, I sent one today about my NDE. Ooh, I would love to read that one. What is it called, or what is the first part of your email address? I repeatedly hear my name being called by different names like a few times a year. You love the new format? A lot of people, I'm so confused because in the first video, everyone was like, yes, I love this format. And now in the second video, people were like, I like the old format. So I don't really know what I'm doing, honestly. It's called Long Story My NDE. Ooh, okay. Let's see if we can find it. I got it. Long story. Oh, it says long, sorry, near-death experience, and now glitches. Oh, it is long, but we love long. Okay. Yes, potentially clairaudience. Yes, yes, yes. I love NDE stories. I grew up in a haunted house and everyone in my family are sensitive, so growing up was interesting. Hi! We do love long stories. Okay. Here we go, friends. Are we ready? Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Auntie Matrix, hello! So I have been obsessed with listening to your TikToks, and I just now realized that my life for the last 2 years has been one giant glitch in the Matrix. I thought I should submit my crazy story. Yes, please, and thank you. In January 2021, I got really sick. I laid in bed for 5 days with a 105 fever and tried to survive. At one point, I heard a loud crash and I was suddenly propelled up and through my ceiling into the sky above. It was like someone had a rope tied to my belly button pulling me up into the sky. My whole body was bent backward like I didn't have a spine. I could feel the wind against me. I shut my eyes because I was so scared. Then the pulling stopped and I felt weightless like I was floating. I could hear 2 people arguing above me, kind of how it sounds when your head is under a swimming pool and people are talking above it. The voices were warbly, but I could still hear what they were saying. So I get enough courage to open my eyes and I realize that I am in a bubble floating around in outer fucking space. I was in a pink glitter galaxy. Oh, that sounds so pretty. And I could tell the people were above and behind me. Later, I Googled it and it looks a lot like Galaxy M51, which to my knowledge, I have never seen or heard of before. I have never heard of that either. We're going to have to Google that after so we can see a picture of it. As I was floating around, I remember the feeling that I just knew all of the universe's secrets. I felt all-knowing and very at peace. I turned my head and looked up, and these giant things are arguing. One is saying, she's not supposed to be here, send her back. And the other one is like, I don't know how she got here. The first one said something like, figure it out. And then they realized that I was watching them. Oh my God, this is crazy. They kind of looked startled and I was looking at them and one turned around and it was a giant eyeball sideways blinking with owl-like wings and feathers all around it. It says, be not afraid, you aren't supposed to be here and you will return soon. I'm screaming in my head, okay, but have you seen you? So I tried to play it cool and was like, yeah, okay. So the next thing I know, I am plummeting towards Earth and I slam back into my bed. I crawl out of bed, open the door to our bedroom, and yell at my husband that I must go to the doctor immediately because I am hallucinating. I go to the urgent care and they test me for everything and it all comes back negative. I got an IV to help with dehydration and got sent home. I sort of told them about my hallucination and they didn't think much of it. Unfortunately, the weirdness does not stop there. After I recovered, I had a weird, lightheaded, buzzy feeling that lasted for nearly a year. I tell a couple of people about my experience and everyone says it sounds more like a near-death experience than a hallucination. Another friend tells me that the winged eyeballs sound like biblical angels. I am not religious and have never heard of this term before. And after Googling, yes, that is indeed what they look like. Since this experience, I have experienced at least one glitch in the Matrix a week. Here are some highlights. We need to look at these things. Can we stop for a second? Do you guys mind if we pause and we look up what the galaxy looks like and we look up what these eyeball wing things look like before we get to the next part with the weird things? Yes. Okay. So the galaxy, we said M51. So let's look up M51 galaxy. Da-da-da. It says Spiral Galaxy M51. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, hold on, wait. So this is, nope. I'm clicking the wrong thing again. All right, so, oh, you know what? You can't really see this on my screen. I don't know why it does this. It like doesn't, I'm trying to see if I can focus. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Okay. So is this what it looked like? Because this says spiral galaxy. It is beautiful. Okay, and then yes, that's it. Okay, and then we're looking up biblical angels. Biblical angels. Hold on. Oh, you mean like, wait, do you mean like this? Are you talking about this? Yes. You saw this, man? What the fuck? That's a seraphim. It is terrifying. It looks terrifying. How? Well, what did I do? Fear not. Artist creates chilling and monumental, non-human-like angels described in the... I have... with brown wings like owl feathers. What? That is interesting. I have literally never heard of that in my entire life. That is really cool, though. Oh my gosh. Okay. I've never heard of that or seen it, but I know the word seraphim. Do you know where I know it from? Somebody guess. Hold on. You saw a seraphim angel. Do not be afraid. They are of God. Who knows where I know the word seraphim from? Can you guys guess? Chord check. Chord is good. Sister Act. Yes! Sister Act. Yes, thank you. I love you guys so much. You guys get me. You get me. Yes, defo Sister Act. Okay, hold on. Let's continue. Let's continue reading. So we're going to read the weird glitches after the NDE. Okay. Every time we say it, I hear them singing. Interesting. Sister Act 2 coming out. Sister Act 2 came out a long time ago. Do you mean like a new Sister Act is coming out? I love Sister Act. Literally love Sister Act. Okay. I'll now be adding those who answered SPN. Oh, Supernatural. Sister Act 3? Oh, I'm going to love it. Is Whoopi in it? Is Whoopi going to be in it? That's the important question. Harry Potter. You missed that one? We're still in the middle of it. We just read the first part. Now we're going to read the weird glitches. So the person had an NDE. Whoopi better be in it. All right. She better be in it or I'm not watching. Exactly. Okay. So yes, the first part was the NDE. And now we're going to read, since the NDE, they have had one glitch in the Matrix a week happening. Here are some highlights. So here are some of the weird glitches. Okay. I was washing raspberries in the sink for my toddler. He was standing on a chair watching me / helping. We have a white sink that was empty except for the container of raspberries. I was picking them up for a few at a time and running the water through them, and I accidentally dropped one into the sink. I'm one of those people who never eat anything out of the sink ever, no matter how clean I think it is. Same. But we live next to a nature preserve, and I throw out fruit and veggie scraps for the deer. I look in the sink to retrieve the raspberry, which is gone. I have the plug in the sink, so it couldn't have gone down the drain. My toddler says, "Where did the raspberry go?" Then, out of the corner of my eye, I see a raspberry repel from the ceiling very slowly and land on the countertop next to me. My son sees it too, and his eyes are as wide as saucers. We didn't eat that raspberry. Oh my God. Hold on. That was the first one. Let's do another glitch. Am I freezing for all of you or just you? Fell from a portal. Just boop. I saw freezing. I want to make sure we're good. Okay, some say freezing, some say not. I'm gonna do this real quick and see if it helps you, and then we're gonna continue. Hold on. We did a little restart. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Another time, I was in my bathroom and dropped a glass perfume bottle on my tile floor. I heard it shatter and smelled perfume, but only ever found the spray nozzle part. Absolutely no glass has ever been retrieved to this day, and there was no liquid perfume to wipe up. I tore apart the cabinets, and we didn't have any rugs in there. It just shattered and completely disappeared, and I am still left with the nozzle parts. What? Oh my God. Hey. Oh my God, you guys, I literally can't. I'm going to try one more time. Hopefully this helps. I don't know. Is that help? Did that help? Did it help? Did it help? Did it super duper help? Or did it never not really help? Yes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Another time, I went outside to throw food scraps over the fence for the animals, and I saw something that I can only describe as a chupacabra. It had gray skin and no hair. It had a dog-like body and was unnaturally walking on its hind legs. Its face was more bull-like, and I could see its teeth, which were more dog-like and pointy. It was way too tall to be a coyote with mange. It was about the size of a Great Dane standing up with more muscle. Oh my God. We made eye contact, and I told him I didn't mind it being there, but if I found it in the front yard and it messed with my family or my animals, it would be sorry. It scampered off into the woods. I haven't seen it since, but we definitely hear bumps in the night more than ever, and a lot of the neighbors' outside cats have gone missing. What? Oh my God. I started having vivid dreams a couple of months after my experience. These dreams became very predictive and started coming true. One was when my beloved dog came to me in a dream and told me he had to go. I was arguing with him to stay, and then I woke up. A few days later, I noticed he was breathing weirdly and took him to the vet. They did an x-ray on him, and we found out that he had cancer everywhere. Oh no. The vet gave him days to live. He ended up living another 3 months or so, but he did not indicate that anything was wrong otherwise. I'm so sorry. An NDE is a near-death experience. So later, I was mourning the loss of my dog, and my friends told me about a pet psychic that she used. She was very comforting and She was very comforting and knew very specific things about her dog that absolutely no one else would have known. I booked a session with her. I sent photos of my dog that had passed as well as my other dog who was still alive without any other information. She calls me during our scheduled appointment and immediately says, "Do you know that you had a near-death experience?" I say, "Well, I have wondered." She also says, "When people ask how you are doing, you keep saying, 'Well, I feel like I need a lobotomy.' Stop saying that." I had 100% been saying that as a joke because I had so many weird experiences after my space trip. She then says, "Weird things keep happening to you, right?" I say yes. She tells me that my NDE opened up a portal in my house, and that's why weird things are happening. She confirmed that the weird things I had been seeing out of the corner of my eye were spirits/beings that were there to protect me. She also told me that my experience has made me psychic and I need to hone in on my abilities, and she gave me some tips on for how to do that. We spent a good deal talking about all the weird shit that has been happening to me, and she was spot on with everything about my dogs. It was uncanny. She did say that my dog was ready to go during my dream, but I was so upset that he held on a bit longer. Since everything happened, I have noticed that I just know things. Like I know when people are lying, I know when people are having health issues, I know when something bad is going to happen. My dreams are extremely predictive. It has been 2 years and the matrix glitches are happening less often, but they still happen. I still see shit out of the corner of my eye, but it's kind of comforting, to be honest, because you know that it's beings there to protect you. That's all. Sorry if it was long. I felt like everything was connected. No, I love that it was long. We love it. Love it. Oh my God. Please, who is this psychic, please? I would love to be read by them. If they're so amazing, that's amazing. That was really, really good, guys. What a great story. We're voting. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Same, right? Best story ever. That was a really good one. Yes. It was amazing. You're in the hospital. Oh my goodness. I hope you're okay. Amazing, amazing. Post it when you get it. If I get it, I will definitely. Oh wait, Carrie Kennedy. I'm going to write that down. Let's write that down. I wonder if she does readings on the phone. Can somebody pin that? Kennedy. Carrie Kennedy. Ba, 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 ba. Can I pin it? Actually, maybe I can pin it. Boop. I don't know how. I don't know how. I did it. Okay, that was it. That was it. I did it myself, guys. Whee! I'm so good. You see 213 everywhere you go. Very cool. Very cool. Wow, this was really good. Let's put this here and here and here. What is this one? Is this person here? Oh, this is a long one too. Is this person here? Clumsy but tidy ghost. Can't pin with a pull-up. I didn't know that. Thank you so much for letting me know, Miss Casey. Counting at work, almost done. You're good, Katie Jo. You take your time. You take your time, girlfriend. Is clumsy, but she does do readings over the phone. You know I am going to totally call. You should make a video. Oh, I should make a video. If I could fit that all into one video, that would be so cool. That was a really good one. Hold on a second. I'm trying to write down NDE and URELIZ. Eliza Grass. I can upload 10-minute videos. Not me looking her up right now to schedule. She's a pet psychic, but she does regular psychic things. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Wait, is clumsy but tidy ghost here? I didn't see because I was scrolling around. Can you please let me know if you're here? I would love to read clumsy but tidy ghost. It was sent 6 minutes ago. Dun 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 dun. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle. I don't know, Nimrod. I don't have that many crazy things happen to me. Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one. 200K, woo! All right, we are picking for 200K. Jennifer. I love it. I really wanted to read this clumsy but tidy ghost, but I don't know where this person is. Okay. Thank you. 1.696 million. Oh! glitches.tessicavision@gmail.com. You can send your stories there. Your coworkers love it. That's actually really funny. Okay, we're going to pick for the 200K. So if you have a story that you sent that you would like me to potentially read right now, please start typing the name of the story or the first part of your email address in the comments, and then you can spam that and type it as many times as you want so that I can turn around and pick somebody and read your story. Holy shit, I forgot that I have a sub to give away. Bum, 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 bum. I wish it would like give to a random person, or how does that work? Because like, how does that work on Twitch when they do it? I wonder. Because I feel like it's so hard for me to like pick someone to give it to, and then I have to like do it. I don't know. I feel like it feels pressured to me. Okay, I'm turning around right now. Okay. Big by my sign me. Congratulations. Come on down. It is would we me. Hold on, let me find it. Would we me. It's not here. Is it in my regular email address? Am I spelling this wrong? Would W-E-M-M-E. I'm not seeing that. Is there anything else to it? Where, by my sign, where are you? I can't find it under would when me. When did you send it? And is that like the whole email address before the @whatever.com? Where did you go? Where'd you go, bye? Beep 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 beep. We're just filling in the silence with my random singing friends. No big deal. I'm trying to get more information from this person. I will pick another one if they don't answer me in a second. I will. Yeah, you told me that. I don't see that one in here. Would Wimmy. When did you send it? Because I don't see it in either of my email addresses. I'm not sure if maybe it just didn't get to me yet. If you just sent it, it may not have gotten to me yet. That lady, please be safe. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Oh, hey, Cappy. Thank you. Please be safe. We've had a couple people in here say that they're under tornado watch right now. Tornado watch. Can you tell me, is that your full email address besides the @whatever.com? Or do you have a name of the story? Or can you tell me when you sent it? Because I'm having trouble finding it. Where are you? Da, 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 da. Well, they did just answer before. Just came up from the basement for a tornado warning. Oh my goodness. Dairy Queen. I remember Dairy Queen. What time is it for me? It is 9:30 p.m. for me. Okay. Aw, thank you so much, Shannon. That's so sweet. I think she just pressed random letters. Okay, we'll pick another one. We'll pick another one, please. Stuffed bunny from God. Interesting. Let's see if we can find that one. Stuffed bunny from God. Not here. How about here? All right, here's stuffed bunny from God. Someone said they had a ghost doppelganger story. I'm into that one too. Maybe we'll try to read that one next. I will write down ghost doppelganger, and then we will bum bum bum. Oh, maybe Momado. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Stuffed bunny from God. A tale of a miracle, to me at least. I grew up in a Christian fundamentalist sect, and I always was very open and spiritual, so I had a really bad existential anxiety from a very young age. I learned about hell and the devil and Judgment Day, and I was always afraid. But I also had many imaginary friends, and I used to travel into my imaginary world along with them, riding on a flying carpet that was actually my baby towel. I brought this yellow towel with me everywhere. In my imaginary world, there was a benevolent presence that I just called the Free. It followed me everywhere, and it felt like absolute love. Once in church, the preacher talked about God and what he was like, and I thought this sounded like the Free. That night, after evening prayers, I prayed for the first time for real. I asked God if the grown-ups were wrong about God, and if God was in fact the same as the Free, and that he was not judgmental and angry, but actually just pure love like the feeling in the Free. I asked him to send me a sure sign if my feeling was correct, something tangible and real to prove it, like a real white angel flying down from heaven or something similar. The next morning, there was a white stuffed bunny lying on the roof of our house. My dad climbed up to get it. It looked brand new. He asked me if I knew who owned it, and I said it was mine. When he asked me who gave it to me, I said God. He scolded me for lying, and I was told to go around the neighborhood to ask who was missing it. No one had ever seen it before, so I got to keep it. When my daughter was born, I gave it to her, so she is 10 and never goes to sleep without it. That is very cool, little story. Boop. Let's vote. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Da, 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 da. All right, well, you guys are voting on that. Thank you so much for sharing. You guys are voting on that. I'm going to look for the... Hold on. Doppelganger. You said ghost doppelganger? When did you send this one? You could listen to me all day. That's so sweet of you to say. The ghost of me / doppelganger. Is that it? Is that the one? Hello, hello, hello. The subject line is titled Ghost ... Oh, found it. Okay, we got you. Here we go. Are you guys ready? You love my British accent. Thank you so much. Am I tired? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty tired. Hi, YouTube. Hi. Okay. Here we go. Ready, Freddy. Ghost ... So I bought my house in 2019. From the very first day we came to look at it, even before buying, we could feel something here. But it didn't bother us as we loved the house and it was well below our budget. I wonder why it was well below your budget. A lot of things had happened since we lived here, but nothing that freaked us out like this one. For reference, it's important to note that the second floor of the house has a row of 7 perfectly square windows, evenly spaced apart. I don't know why I feel like that's weird. Inside the house, it's 3 windows to each of the 2 upstairs rooms and 1 in the middle of the top of the staircase. The stairway separates the 2 rooms. I hope that makes sense. So in 2020, is that 2020? It says 2020 and then 2. Oh, I think you tried to say 2022, probably speech to text, and then it separated it. Maybe. That's my guess. That's what it looks like. So in 2022, oh, no. It is 2 separate numbers. In 2020, In 2020, two of my kids, oh my God, in 2020, two of my kids walked to the church playground about a football field distance from our house, and on their way back, they could see the row of windows. They look up and see their brother waving at them from one of the bedroom windows, and then in a literal blink of an eye, he was in a window in the other room waving. Nope. The kids freaked out, wondering how he managed to leave one bedroom, go across the stairway landing, and into the other bedroom that fast. It would have taken no less than 20 to 30 seconds to walk from point A to point B, but he had switched windows instantly. As they were saying to each other, how did he do that? They heard the squeaking of the trampoline in the backyard, and the brother that they thought they had just seen upstairs was actually jumping in the backyard. They both ran inside screaming, and they had just seen a ghost pretending to be their brother. To this day, we have no idea what they saw, but I have caught a glimpse of my son walking through the dining room, only to find that none of the kids were even on the first floor and or even inside the house at the time. Still gives me chills to this day, but nothing like that happened other than those two times, and we don't know what to make of it. That was not the brother. That was not the brother. Oh, no. We're voting. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Please keep tapping the screen. Everyone, 100,000 likes. We do pick someone out of the comments specifically and read their story. Ghetto, thank you so much. Ghetto. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gift. A mimic. It was a mimic. You can send stories to glitches.tessicavision@gmail.com. You can also find that email address if you click on the link in my bio, or if you go to tessicavision.com. It has all my links, and it also shows the email address. It also has the link to my Discord if you'd like to join Discord. Sometimes you have to copy and paste it instead of just clicking. It also has the link to my YouTube. Thank you, Jessica! Please subscribe to my YouTube because I post all of my TikTok live replays on YouTube the following day, as long as TikTok records them correctly. So if you miss anything or want to rewatch, they will be up there. And if anything happens here, I will be there. So make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube, please, please, please. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. Hello. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 do, 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 do. Save. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I literally don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Riley, thank you. Oh, we only need 2 more of the Fridays. The Lady in the Hall one sounds interesting. Let's see. Lady in the Hall. Lady in the Hall. Ooh, okay. The Lady in the Hall and the Haunted Preschool. Is that this one? This one? Yes, Shuna, let me know when they do. Thank you for the TGIFs. TGIF. It's Friday night and the moon is bright. Gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. TGIF. Someone commented it before. Okay. Just say it's my story if it's your story. I want to make sure that... Oh, is this you right here? Hold on. No. I love TGIF too. Ooh. Did you see the video of the lady seeing herself sitting in the car? Yes, I made a video of that one, and that's going to be coming out tomorrow. I'm competing with Taylor. That's yours. Yes. Okay. Whoa, Katie Joe. Thank you. Thank you, Riley. Yes. Okay, let's restart. Somebody tell me what I should put the gift goal as. Riley, thank you. Thank you. What should I put the gift goal as? And then we're going to read The Lady in the Hall and The Haunted Preschool. Yes, Dana, yes. You keep freezing. No. Yes, your story is The Lady in the Hall. We're going to read that in a second. Tiny Dinies. All right, you got it. Tiny Dinies. Here we go. Let's set the tiny dinies. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, here they are, my little tiny dinies. Little cuties. You know, I love those tiny dinies. Okay. The Lady in the Hall and the Haunted Preschool. Thank you, BC. Thank you, Em. When my sister and I were little, we would sleep in the same bed a lot. I was often scared because we saw a lot of unexplainable things when we were younger, so I stayed with her a lot. Our bedroom faced the hallway. From the bed, you could see the hall mirror and the bathroom. I don't like this already. One night, my sister and I saw a lady in a gown walk into our hall bathroom, turn the light on, and close the door. We heard the water from the sink come on. We assumed this was my mom. It was dark, so we could only see a silhouette. My mom always wore long gowns, so this wasn't a red flag. We just thought it was odd because she had a bathroom inside of her bedroom across the house, so there would be no need for her to walk across the house into the dark to use ours. We were worried that she might be sick, so we yelled in there to her. She didn't answer. We yelled again and still no answer. At this point, we are terrified that something has happened to our mom, so we jump up, run in there, and open the door. The lights are still on, the water is still running, but there is no one in there. We don't even know what to do, but we're too scared to run across the house to our parents. We ran back to our room, closed the door, jumped in the bed, and stayed scared out of our minds the rest of the night. The next morning, we asked our mom if she got up and came to our bathroom. She said she didn't. We told her what happened, and then she started saying that maybe she was sleepwalking or had come in and just didn't remember. We could tell that she was just trying to make us feel better. This was probably 35 years ago. She now lives alone in that same house, and she doesn't want us talking about it. Still one of the craziest things I've ever had happen. There's another story in here. Hold on. Is it the same one? Oh, this is a different one. Okay, wait, let's vote on that one, and then I'll read the second story from this person, and we'll vote on that one too. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes, and a sad face for no. Ooh! Let me know if you like that story, and then we're going to read the second one that this person has sent. It's right down here. Thank you so much for the tiny dinies. I hope all my friends are safe with this tornado business happening. I only didn't like it because it was scary. That doesn't count as a not like. Be smarter with your mirrors. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just waiting for this vote to be done, and then we're going to read the second one in here, which I think is the haunted preschool. The haunted preschool. Imagine if it responded back to them before they opened the door. Ooh! Oh my goodness. Okay, here's the other one. Ready? Tiny dinies. Tiny dinies. Tiny dinies. How long have I been on tonight? I have been on for almost 2 hours. They got 2 million. Woo! Oh, that makes my heart so happy. It makes me so happy. Okay. The haunted preschool. Here we go. Here is the other craziest story that has happened to me, and this one was recently. I work at a preschool that used to be a doctor's office. That's very interesting. I've heard a lot of things there and have always been a little spooked to be there alone, but I have a lot of work to do outside of hours, so I have to. Anyway, one day I'm coming in to drop some muffins for our Muffins with Mom event the next day. The janitor had just left, and I said goodbye to her. About a minute later, music started blasting over the sound system speakers. It was like a slow song that I could only explain like something that might be played at a funeral. What? I totally freaked out, but I decided to record it because I hear things there all the time and no one believes me. As soon as I hit record, it stopped. I ran out of the building as fast as I could. I called the secretary of the church because she's next door and that's where the janitor was heading. I asked her if the janitor had turned on music and maybe Bluetooth picked up. She said she didn't, and then told me it was an old sound system and it didn't have Bluetooth abilities. She then asked if I was still there. I said, nope, I booked it, LOL. So then she proceeds to tell me that she doesn't even think it's hooked up. She doesn't think it's hooked up. And asks if I will go back there and see. No, don't go back, don't go back. Stupid me says yes. Why would you do that? And stayed on the phone with her while I went to look. I go to where the sound system is and it is unplugged. Needless to say, I ran out the second time and wouldn't go out there alone for the longest. I finally decided that I need the paycheck, so I guess I'm going to have to just deal with the ghost. No. No. Oh my God, that was really good. Okay, we're voting on that one too. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Ooh. Nope. Nope. Da-da-da. Do-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Is Autumn here for Good Glitch? Good Glitch, are you here? If you are, we shall read it. So brave, right? Oh my God, so brave. I would have jumped out the window. I don't know if I would have jumped out the window, but I would have said no. Can you go back and check? I would have said no. You can come with me. You can come and check. And maybe I'll come with you, but I'm not going back by myself. I would tell them I need a damn raise to coming back in that building. Yes, you're Autumn. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Haley. If you missed that story or any story, or if you would just like to rewatch the stories, make sure that you follow me on YouTube. It's TessicaVision, same as here. I do post my TikTok live replays on YouTube the following day, as long as TikTok records them correctly. So make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube, and please subscribe to my YouTube anyway, like just in case. TikTok, just in case, you know? Thank you for the tiny dinies, Ellie. We're so close to hitting the tiny diny goal. My tattoo on my wrist, which one? This one? Or this one? Probably this one, because I've been holding this. This is the jelly side of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. My fiance has the peanut butter side on his neck. We're peanut butter and jelly. We're team peanut butter and jelly. That's what we call ourselves. And also because my name is Jessica for jelly and his name is Phil for peanut butter. Dun, 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 dun. You just subscribed to YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Australia. I have relatives in Australia. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Ooh, we're almost done with the tiny dinies. Tiny dinies. Okay, let's read Good Glitch. Wait, y'all, I just booked with that psychic for April 5th, 5 days before my birthday. Ah, that's amazing. You were able to get an appointment that fast? I got a call. Wait, can you tell me if you're comfortable, can you tell me how much a session is with her? And can she just do like a general, do you know these questions? Book now on her site. Okay. I need to book her too. Everyone's going to be booking. She can do people and pets. Thank you, Sony, for subscribing for month 2. That's okay, Miss Casey. You go to sleep. I love you so much. Subscribed on YouTube. Thank you. Random, my eyebrows are super cute. Yeah, thank you. I don't do anything to them. They just are there. They're just there, just being them. No, thank you. I definitely need to book. I really have to, here it is. I have it written down. I'm just starring it right now. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. We're going to read Good Glitch. Good glitch. Keep tapping the screen because at every 100,000 likes, we pick somebody from the comments and read their story specifically. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube. Guys, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube just in case. And also to see TikTok live replays, they get posted on YouTube, as well as all my other content does as well. It's TessicaVision, just like here. And we hit the Tiny Dinies gift goal. Thank you so much. Yes, Charisse, I'm going to put up a new gift goal right now. We are going to put up the creepy pancakes. I don't know why, but I'm in the mood to look at the creepy pancakes. Hold on. Creepy pancakes. Okay. Whoever posted her name just moved her tax bracket. Yes! That's amazing. Do you feel like you attract anything reading these? No. I don't. Sometimes I get a little bit nervous. She corrected the name. No, I thought it was the same as I wrote down. Carrie Kennedy, Keneday. Is that right? Thank you, Mist. Sometimes I get a little nervous about attracting things, but I just make sure that I always cleanse myself and cleanse my space, and I make sure I keep my vibe high. Thank you. I use my words. I'm good. I'm not really worried about it. Okay. Good glitch. Katie Jo, thank you. Our new gift goal, guys, is creepy pancakes. So please, thank you, Andrea. I love it. I sent you the moon from my story yesterday. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cat Mom. Carrie. Oh, I spelled the last name wrong. It's Kenady. Okay. Cool. Oh my God, Krista, thank you for the creepy pancakes. All right, here we go. Good glitch. I swear we're reading it this time. My ex and I were teen parents. At this time, we were 17 and 18, and our daughter was just under a year old. My ex's father had been put on a home hospice in Alabama, and we lived in Florida. This was in the late 90s, and neither of us had a cell phone. We marked out a route on the map to drive up to Alabama to the home that his dad was at. Once we were in Alabama, we needed to travel long distance on this one road. It had us driving through some small towns and nothingness in between. It was about 3 a.m., and I'd been looking for an open gas station, but every single one we had passed was closed. I was beginning to freak out and we would get stranded with my baby in the middle of nowhere and no way to contact anybody. Oh my God. I can't even remember what it was like not having a cell phone and the ability to contact anyone in an emergency. Like, how did we contact people? Like, how did we do that? Like, what if something happens? What if something happens? Crazy. Okay. Anyway. All of a sudden, after I come over a hill, there was a massive gas station just there with nothing else near. We coasted into the parking lot and up to the pump. They coasted. I went in and paid to fill up my tank. I was so relieved. We made it to our destination without any further issues. Several days later, we were leaving to go back to Florida. I filled up the gas before we left town. As we started back following the exact same route, I wasn't worried about gas this time, but hadn't thought to grab drinks or snacks earlier because I just wanted to get going. I thought, no problem, I'll just stop when I see that big gas station again. Problem was, that gas station was nowhere to be seen on the drive back. I had driven the entire time both ways. Everything else was the same, the small town and nothingness in between. We were on the exact same road and that gas station just didn't exist on our way back. I am eternally grateful it appeared for our drive up, but it definitely a strange experience. Ooh, yes! So weird. I love it. You had a magical gas station come and help you. Did you like that story, guys? We're going to vote on that. Please press the happy face for yes and the sad face for no. Smoke signals. I read this before. I don't recall reading this before. Dun, dun. You read one super similar the other night? I know, there's a lot of them. I have heard a lot of them. How do you people keep finding non-existent gas stations? I don't know. I'm not going to vote because I zoned out and I have no clue what I just read. That's okay. That's okay. It was a similar story, probably. A pager. Yes, pagers. Did you guys finish the fucking flapjacks? Oh my goodness. Okay. Guys, we're so close to 300K. At 300K, we'll pick somebody out of the audience, the studio audience specifically. What are we doing for a gift goal? Let's do some chills. Chill Winston. Okay. Perfect. Palm Pilots. I had a Palm Pilot and I thought I was so cool. I don't know about you. Pagers and payphones. I remember when I was younger, like even before pagers, I was younger and I'd be like walking around the neighborhood with my friends thinking I was super cool when I was like 12 or whatever the fuck. If we needed to call home or something, we would literally go to a stranger's house and knock on the door and ask them if we could use their phone. Crazy. 300K! You guys are the best in the whole wide world. 300K. Okay. You remember that shit too, right? So crazy. They don't know about pagers. You did that too? Kids will never know the struggle of T9 texting. Amazing, amazing. Okay, we're picking for the 300K. Thank you so much, Eli and Esmeralda. I said Esmeralda. I don't think that's right, but thank you so much for sending chills. We're going to be picking for the 300K. So if you have a story that you sent in at any time and you'd like me to potentially read it right now, you are going to spam the comments with the first part of your email address or the name of the story that you sent so that I can find it in my inbox. And I'll give you guys a second to do that, and then I'm going to turn around and pick somebody random. I am very thirsty tonight, and I do not know why. But we are drinking it up. We're drinking it up. We're totally drinking it up. Whee! Okay, Sarah McDougal. Wait, did I read one of yours before? Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do this and this and this. And let me look for this. Sarah I remember this name. Oh, it's a new one. Honeymoon glitch. Is this the new one? Thank you for chills, my friends. Of course, I believe in ghosts. Whee! Okay. Cool. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you for the chills. Oh my God, you guys got the chills done? Oh, you gave me the chills with how fast you got the chills done. Hold on, let me reset the gift goal. Thank you so much. Katie Jo was a number 1, and Allie was number 2, and Esmeralda was number 3. Let's do... I'm gonna literally scroll and pick one randomly. Scroll, pick. Apparently we're doing sunglasses. All right, here we go. Sunglasses. Okay. TGIF. Aww. Hold on. One of my cats wants to leave the room and she looks really sad. Hold on. Go ahead, Jean. Go ahead, Jean. One cat wanted to leave. I have another cat on the bed just being a lazy lady. The glasses on the ghost. What are you talking about? You love my chair? I got it from Amazon. I actually think I put it on my Amazon storefront because people have asked me about it before, and it's in the link in my bio if you want to check it out. I got my daughter's cat's fur cut today. She was not thrilled. You want to do TGIFs next? Sure, we did them earlier, but we can do them again. Thank you, Mushroom. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Disembodied glasses when I moved. How do you know no one was there? You don't know. Sweaty! I know what you're talking about, Madison. Okay, we're reading Honeymoon Picture Glitch. Yvette, hello. Thank you, Full Circle. I have a video on my page about this that I tagged you in. However, I know due to you getting tagged in probably millions of things daily. Yes, I do. I understand completely if you haven't seen it. Anyways, my now husband and I got married July 2022, and for our honeymoon, we went to Gulf Shores, Alabama. We went to a place called The Track. It's like a small amusement parkish place with water bumper cars, an arcade, etc. While we were there, we had our pictures taken at a photo booth, and we got 2 copies for each of us to keep in our cars. We were in his truck for the entire trip. On the way back to Arkansas, his window was down, and the way he had his hanging, it got sucked out the window. We saw it fly out the window and down the road behind us. We didn't stop to try to go back and get it as we were traveling along an interstate going about 75 miles an hour. Monday of this week, I go to take my daughter something to the school. And on the way back home, I glance up at the visor. I don't know why, maybe checking my face at a stop sign. I don't know. Anyways, I see something that could only be the picture. I thought my kids put it in the truck since we primarily use that vehicle. They're always moving stuff. I pull it down to see that it's the picture from our honeymoon in the photo booth. Important to note that I have mine taped to my dash. Upon examination, I noticed that there's no tape residue on it. Again, this could mean that someone was really good at taking the tape off, but I kept this in mind until I got home. Upon arriving home, I immediately go to the car to see my copy still taped to the dash. We have deep cleaned that truck multiple times and even moved to Wisconsin and back to Arkansas since then. We saw it go out the window and fly down the interstate in Alabama. I don't know how it's back in this truck or what placed it there, but I feel like our angels must have given it back to us. Oh, that's so awesome that you got your picture back. Yep. Timeline jumped or crossed or something. Oh my God. We are voting. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. That was really sweet, wasn't it? Family went to hotel to sleep. You're back. Yay, Jess is back. Oh my God, and we hit the gift goal. Okay, somebody asked for TGIFs, so let's do TGIFs. TGIF. Here we go. Boom. TGIFs. Confirm, confirm, confirm. I got you, boo. I got you, boo. Oh, thank you so much, Lefts. That's so sweet. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Jess. People call me Auntie Matrix, and we read your weird, unexplainable stories. If you want to send a story in, you can send it to glitches.tessicavision@gmail.com. I pick random ones. Every 100,000 likes, we pick somebody from the comments and read their story specifically. So make sure that you're tapping the screen to have more chances of getting your story read. It helps me, it helps you, and it's free. And thank you so much for the gifts. Oh my God, you guys are killing the gifts right now, and I really, really super appreciate that. All the money that you're doing with the gifts is going towards my wedding right now, so thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. TGIF means thank God it's Friday. Wedding, yes. That apparently you're all coming to that you decided, which is not happening. Vanessa, the gift goals are just fun things to have up. Nothing actually happens. I'm still reading stories anyway. I get so distracted by the comments sometimes. I'm so sorry. I still read stories anyway. They're just fun to have up. And you guys already hit that. Oh my God. I didn't even get a chance to get in on that gift one. All right. Somebody tell me what to put as the gift goal next before I read the next story. Wait a second. Did we vote on that story? Thank you, Witchy. You're not crashing my reception. It's a very small. They are killing it. They're killing it. You say fry, yay. That's so fun. Galaxies, Jess, all the time with the hot dogs. Let's do hot dogs. We did vote. My brain. All right, we'll do hot dogs. We never do hot dogs. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Dog. Make sure you keep tapping the screen. Also, please go into my bio, click on the link in my bio, or go to TessicaVision.com for all my links, and you can join my Discord there. You can sub to my YouTube, which you should do just in case of TikTok, and also I post my live replays there as well as all my other content. So sub to my YouTube, TessicaVision, same name as here. Also, in my bio are my P.O. Box, my Amazon wishlist, my Amazon storefront, and my Cameo. And let's look for a hot dog. Where's the hot diggity dog? The wide-eyed worst. I'm thinking of the word Worcestershire. You guys are already doing them, and I didn't even put it up yet. Do hand hearts? I'll do hand hearts after, Katie Jo. No. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Ba-doo-ba-doo-bee-boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo. Thank you. You guys are killing it with the gifts, and I so super appreciate that. So super appreciate it. Okay. Let's put this one here. And let's go into here. Okay. What is this? Oh, Rita. Oh, wait. What's this one? Interesting. You know, I want to read that one. Okay. Candles and Knocks. Candles and Knocks. Are you here, Candles and Knocks? I'm ordering your pants now. What's your favorite color / animal? Huh. Cats. I love all animals, honestly. You can kind of, you know what? Surprise me with the animal. Don't do cats. Surprise me. Surprise me with the animal. My favorite color? Just surprise me in general. I don't like to pick a favorite color. I feel like it changes a lot. Your candles. Okay, we're reading Candles and Knocks, and it's a long one, which is great. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Oh, it's worsty, wide-eye worsty. I don't know why I can't say that. Thank you guys so much. I don't know why I am so tired. Holy schmoly. We love cats here. I have 4 cats. We want 1 million more. My daughter's like, we need to get 10 cats. She wants 10 cats. My kids can't believe I don't have a favorite color. I know. Is there a color you don't like? No. I'm possibly live streaming the wedding. I don't know. Not pregnant. Absolutely not. My hair color looks amazing. Thank you. I don't need therapy. I need 40 cats. Then I went back to my natural color, if you didn't know, and I'm very happy about it. I feel great. That means I'm never going to dye my hair again. My color says my mood, very vibrant. Yes. Love it. Get more cats. I foster and I have 15 kittens right now. We have 4 indoor and 15 outdoor. Oh my God. And skin looks great. Thank you. I'm a natural redhead. I went through a coloring phase and now I love it. Yes, 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 yes. I'm dressing up for the live stream wedding. No debates. 2 cats, 3 dogs, 6 puppies. What the fuck? Okay, let's read Candles and Knocks, guys. Let's read Candles and Knocks. And we are still working on the worsties, the little hot dogs. The hot diggity dog. Please make sure you're tapping the screen. Every 100,000 likes, we pick a story from the studio audience. You know when, oh my God, I have to read this. You know when women of a certain age get more cats, that's called menopause. But I'm bummed. Oh my God. You had a hot dog for dinner from Costco? Hot diggity dog. Okay, Candles and Knocks. I'm going to shut up with the hot dog songs, maybe. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? Hello. So I'm not really sure this is as scary or unusual as some of the other stories you may have read, but I would like to submit this as I don't really tell anybody because, well, it sounds kind of stupid. Oh, stop it. No, we believe you and we want to hear your story. Okay. So for some slight backstory, I live with my dad. His house is rather old. From what I know, it was built around World War II, possibly before. I was told a story from my mom's cousin, through marriage, that her grandmother used to live there until she passed away. Okay, now on to why I'm emailing. I have always heard weird noises and have also always felt a presence, I guess, while living here, sometimes making me feel uncomfortable / uneasy. A few months ago, myself and my girlfriend were laying in bed watching a movie and had candle wax melts lit in my bedroom while watching the movie. Sorry, there's a lot of commas but no periods and it's confusing me. While watching the movie, I began to tell her about the old lady that used to live here. Suddenly, both of my candles dimmed right down to the point where you could barely see them lit. The candles were not near any windows and had 8-hour burning time. We stopped talking about it and apologized out loud, and the candles went back to normal, and we both sat there baffled and slightly scared. Wait a second. So you said, sorry, you were talking about it and the candles went down and then you said sorry and then they went back up. Oh my God. Okay. A few weeks later, my dad was taken into hospital for 4 weeks due to bad health. I was home alone for the entirety of the time that he was away. The first few nights were like any other. I'd sit playing PlayStation with friends or watching a movie. Then a few nights in, I heard banging coming from the back door. My bedroom was right above it. This banging was like the wind blowing something or a neighbor making noises. It was as if someone was hitting my back garden door. I called my girlfriend, worried, thinking someone was trying to break in. Eventually, I grew a pair and went to look, taking my dog with me. To my surprise, nobody was there. All the back gates were locked as they always were. The door was locked, and I went to check around, and there wasn't a sight of anybody. I thought nothing of it and went back upstairs. The next night, I heard it again. So I rushed downstairs, and once again, nothing or nobody was there. When I came back up, I could hear cupboard doors opening. Mine are rather squeaky, so it's very obvious sound. And again, banging at the back door. I rushed back down. All the cupboards were closed. Nobody was around and everything seemed normal. And as I said before, it was just me and my dog in the house. The dog was upstairs with me. After that, I brushed off all the noises I was hearing, blaming it on the wind or neighbors. After a few weeks, my dad came out of the hospital. I no longer heard the noises, but started to get a feeling like I was being watched from a corner of my room. I tried to ignore it, but it happens quite often. I tried explaining to my dad about all the things, but he laughed it off, not believing me. This was until the other night when he told me that he heard banging coming from downstairs. He was home alone as I was working nights, and he said that the back door was wide open, which is extremely odd as it is always locked at night. The kitchen door was wide open, which is also, it's always closed, and he doesn't understand how it could have happened. I've always had the feeling that we're not alone in this house, and these things happening makes it hard to disagree with myself. Also, I want to say I love your content. You're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Whew, that was a good one. Thank you so much for sharing that. Please let me know if you guys like that story. Happy face for yes, sad face for no. They should be down there. You should be able to click on them. Boop, 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 boop. I didn't have the wedding yet. No, I didn't have the wedding yet. Oh my God, guys. I'm literally so tired. I'm trying my darndest to stay awake. I'm so tired. You know what? I did not sleep very well last night. That's what happens because you know what? I stayed up to do a live last night. And even though I was not on live for very long, I still went to bed late. And then I woke up at like 6 o'clock. Go to bed. I can't go to bed yet. I got to hang out on live a little bit longer. You think I should start the goodbyes? I can start the goodbyes. They have an immortality energy shot, plant-based, and it's fire. I'm scared of energy things. Like energy drinks. What is in it? You guys are so sweet. I like how half the people are like, no, don't leave. And half the people are like, go take care of yourself. Well, I don't have to wake up tomorrow. You're tired too, right? You can't spoil us all the time. That's very true. I don't have to get up like super early tomorrow. Yes, please post in the Discord. Thank you. Cat Mom, that was beautiful. Thank you. Oh, I loved that. I loved it. I loved it. It was so pretty. You might have a softball game tomorrow morning. My daughter, yeah, the goodbyes takes an hour if I start them. I'm not going to start them yet. I'm going to try to stick it out a little bit longer. What was I gonna say? Hot dog, hot diggity dog. The yawns are making me yawn. Oh, I don't have to get up very early, but I do have to get up somewhat early. My daughter has a soccer game and it starts at like, thank you, Catma, thank you, Pink. It starts at like 11:30, I think, but it's like at least 30 minutes away. So I probably want to leave here by like 10 or 10:30. Which means I want to get up like 2 hours before at least. I don't know about you guys, but like I can't just get up and go. Like I need to like wake up and like lay in bed for a while and let myself wake up. And then like I get up and I need to like take my shower and get ready and do all the things, do my morning things. Like I need time in the beginning. So that means I need to wake up by 8, which is not bad. Not bad at all. I forgot that we have a subscription to give. Whee! You can't hear me. Routine is essential. Yes. My whole life is nothing but get up and go, go, go. No, I literally get up immediately. I mean, I don't get up immediately. What the fuck am I saying? I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I literally make sure that I get up at least 1 to 2 hours before. I have to like get it. So I have time. It's lagging a little bit. Let me do this thing. Hold on. Did that help a little bit? Did that help at all? Guys, we hit the gift goal. Why are you guys so amazing? Okay. Wait, someone said, oh, you wanted finger hearts. I think Katie Joe or somebody said finger hearts. So we'll do finger hearts. Then I'm going to do panther paws because we haven't done that yet. Is that better? It's better, right? Hot dog, hot diggity dog. We're doing finger hearts next. Okay. Guys, we voted, right? Still waiting on the wedding. Any April Fool's plans? Nope. Nope. Do you have any April Fool's plans? We did vote. Oh my God. I'm literally so out of it. Okay, let's find another story. Hold on. Oh, keep tapping the screen. We're almost at 400,000. We're so close to 400,000. And thank you so much for the hand hearts. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Okay, I need to read this because I'm very interested. It says, baked treat from beyond. And I think this is Brandy's. Thank you. I haven't done anything for April Fool's Day since I learned how bad people can get hurt from them. Oh, I know, I don't like to play tricks on people. Yes, yes, yes. Hiding a speaker with a creepy voice to scare the shit out of my aunt. Oh my God. I used to do weird April Fool's stuff to people like when I worked in an office. Like just annoying shit. Annoying shit. Thank you. My inner child is always on her scare game. Okay, we're reading Baked Treat from Beyond. Bum, 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 bum. When we were kids, we had to walk about a half a mile to a main road to catch our school bus. I was really little and it seemed much longer. Our road was a huge curve. It connected two main roads that intersected, like the curve you draw with a compass in geometry class to calculate the angles. Oh, that was actually a very helpful visual. Thank you for saying that. There were about 5 houses/farms along the road. Our house was about midway the road and then no more houses until the bottom main road where our mailboxes and school bus stop was. Okay. There was a church and an abandoned house just before you got to the bus stop. My 12-year-old brother was the oldest in a group of about 10 kids from our family and the neighboring families, all relatives, who walked to the bus stop every day. The older kids caught a bus at the upper road going to their high school. PSA, don't leave a 12-year-old in charge of your younger kids. Along our walk, there was a logging road that ran parallel to our road. The logging road went up a little embankment and behind a tree line and then back to the road. Out of boredom with our walk, any random kid may just randomly walk along the logging road instead. We could still see and hear each other through the trees. At the end of the logging road just before the bus stop was the abandoned house. It was set back about 20 feet from the logging road, and in season, strawberries grew all through all around the house. I lost my spot. So, of course, it attracted us to pick berries. My brother was a poor babysitter, and the kids went wherever they desired, but if we were not back in the group in time to get on the bus, he would thump us really hard on the head with his middle finger. Again, PSA, don't leave 12-year-olds in charge. One morning, I walked along the logging road, and even though it was late fall, the strawberry fields were full of huge berries instead of the bare briars that they were the day before. And these strawberries were remarkably bigger than the ones that we usually picked in early spring. And the abandoned house was suddenly in good repair. Interesting. A woman was in front brushing the dirt yard with a bundle of twigs that were tied together at the top with vines to make sort of a broom. What? There was no grass, and she was brushing away the twigs and the leaves. She said, "Whose young'un are you?" I told her my mother's name. She said, "I'm your Aunt V." I had never met her, but I had heard tell of her. She was my granny's older sister, but something odd. I remember that she looked younger than my mother, who was around 35 or 36 at the time, but she was my grandmother's older sister. I liked her. I thought she was very pretty, and people often told me that I resemble her. She invited me to go inside and gave me some milk and a slice of strawberry bread. Think of banana bread with walnuts, but with strawberries instead of bananas. That sounds actually very good. I suddenly remembered I was supposed to be walking to the bus stop, so I gulped down the milk and ran out, grabbing the strawberry bread on the way out. Aunt V said, "Slow down, you're going to trip." When I emerged from behind the tree line, I don't know why I'm giving this person a southern accent. I have no idea if they're southern. When I emerged from behind the tree line, the group of kids were walking like normal the last few feet to the bus stop. I fully expected them to, at the very least, be at the bus stop, beginning to look for me, or the bus waiting and my brother thumping me on the head for being late. Instead, their progress seemed like I never stopped, like a normal time that I may have walked along at the same pace as they and emerged from behind the tree line, perfectly timed to rejoin the group. My brother saw the bread in my hand and demanded, "Where did you get that from?" I said, "Aunt V gave it to me." He snatched it out of my hand, pushed me down, and ate it. Ew, PSA again. Yes, PSA again. I never really thought much of it afterward. When my grandmother passed away about 7 years after, we found an old picture of Aunt V. I could see that it was the lady who gave me the strawberry bread when I was 6 years old when she was a teenage. And I could see that I resembled her. For a brief second, I thought it was a picture of me. So a definite resemblance. Years later, like during the 2020 pandemic, I asked my mom, "Do you remember an old house where strawberries grew wild all around when we lived in the country?" And she said, "That was Aunt V's house. And she planted those strawberries. She sold them, and she sold jams and desserts that she made with the strawberries also." I said, "Yeah, I remember her." My mom was like, "No way, she died 20 years before you were born." What? Oh my God. What is this? Oh, you sent a little, I understood. You sent a little map. Oh, you're a new sub and you have a story. Okay, Justine. We'll read yours next. Just let me know the first part of your email address or the name of the story so I can find it in my email. That was a cool one. Where did the bread come from? Aunt V gave it to her. Ghost Aunt V. It's like she went back in a little time portal. We're voting. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Please tap the screen. And you guys hit the gift goal. We're doing Panther Paws next because I remembered how much I love them. Panther paws, panther paws, panther paws. Where are you? Here you are, panther paws. Panther paws. Oh man, guys. I think I need to start my goodbye sequence since it takes a while and we hit 400K. I'm so sleepy. Okay. So we're going to do Justine's. Thank you, Cat Mom. Wow, that was really delayed. And then we have to do the 400K. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Panther paws, I choose you. Okay. I have been extremely tired today. I wonder if it's the energy. I don't know, man. It might be. I really, really am so tired. Like, I'm like, if I close my eyes right now and put my head on my desk, I could fall asleep. You're sleepy too. Good night. Good night. The next time I'll be on live will probably be in a couple of days. I'm not sure. The moon phase, it could be. You've been off all day too. Something's up, guys. It's the damn moon. It's the damn moon. I'm always going and going. Okay. Everyone's going to be astral traveling tonight. Okay. You just sent an email, just, let me see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, I found you. Oh my God, this is really long. Can we send this? Will you be here for a minute? Because I'm going to start my goodbye thing, and I would love to read this as the last story because it's long, and it's called "Don't Fuck Around and Find Out with Ouija." So I would love to read that as the last one. Okay, cool. All right, so that'll be our last story because it's a long one. All right, so we have our last story. Let me write that one down. Okay. Tomorrow morning is the Easter egg hunt. Yes! Oh, no, not for me. You mean for you. Gonna be good. Okay. Another Ouija board for the books. Another Ouija for the books. Ouija story for the books. It is a great title. Let me just write this down because I'm going to forget. Don't fuck around. Okay, so right now we're going to pick for the 400K, and we're going to pick 1, 2, 3 more stories. So we're going to pick 4 total. And then if we hit this like goal, the next like goal, which will be 500,000 likes, then we will pick another one, which will be 5. And then we normally also do the gift goal, but we don't have to do that right now because we're going to use Justine's as the last story. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. And if it doesn't, I'm tired, so. Okay, so right now, we're going to pick a bunch of stories, basically. Right now, I'm picking 4 stories. So if you have a story that you would like me to potentially read right now that you have sent at any time, please start typing in the comments. Start spamming either the first part of your email address or the name of the story. You can copy and paste so that you can put it a bunch of times in the chat. And then I'm going to turn around in a minute and I'm going to pick 4 stories to read. 4. And then if we hit that 500K like goal, then we'll pick a 5th one afterwards. And then we'll read Justine's as the last one. And then Mama is going to go right to bed. I am so tired. Katie Joe! Just admiring myself. Okay. Woo! Oh, okay. Ooh, we got a lot of them. Okay, Stephanie with Ghost Car. Ghost Car. Then we have Luz with Almost Pulled away. Then we have Stephanie, ghost cat. All right. Stephanie, ghost cat. I love it. I love it. I love it. And pick Katie's. Who's Katie's? Let's do WDUNAWAY1516. Okay, we're good. You can stop spamming for right now. You can stop spamming. No, it was two Stephanie. It was two. Oh, wait. Was there ghost car and ghost cat? Or was it supposed to be ghost cat and I saw ghost car and then I saw... Okay, let me pick. Hold on. Let's do My Son the Bird Healer. We'll do that one instead. Did we read that one? I feel like we read My Son the Bird Healer. Hold on a second. We didn't. Wait. Do you guys remember it? You want that one? My Son the Bird Healer? Okay. We'll do that one then. Okay. All right, perfect. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have My Son the Bird Healer. We have Almost Pulled Away, Ghost Cat, and then WDUNAWAY 1516. And we have Justine's for the last one. And if we hit 500,000 likes before I'm done with the first 4 stories, then we'll pick another one before we do the last one. I thought we heard that one too. Yeah. The reason I'm saying I'm not sure if we heard it is because I normally mark them when I read them. I was trying to pin the Katie one, but it's not letting me for some reason. Which one is that? Katie. Immordino. Okay, I tell you what. If we hit the 500,000, then I we'll read Katie Immordino's as that one. Okay. Are you ready? She got picked twice. Lucky. I was just looking at the names. I saw Ghost Cat and I saw Ghost Car, and I was like, ooh, this was totally cool. You made it, Country Cassie. We're in the goodbye sequence, but we just started reading the stories. We're going to read the stories now. Oh, we need 2 more Panther Paws, and then I'm going to put up the good night, the sweet dreams gift goals. You've been saving up for the sub. Oh my God, we have to pick the sub. Thank you, Country. If you guys want a subscription, if you want to be a sub, somebody gifted a sub, which you can do now apparently. So if it's not letting me hit the like button, I think that's why they're low tonight. Oh, really? That's interesting. Thank you, Peels. So I have a subscription to gift because someone sent it. Thank you, Katie Joe. So if you would like a subscription for free, start typing anything in the comments, and then I'll just boop, pick somebody, and we'll give it to you as soon as it comes up again, because I don't know how to do it otherwise. I have to wait for it to come up. But thank you so much, Scorpion. All right, where are you? I just saw you and then it ran away. Oh my God. 1111 phenomenon. Congratulations. Uh-oh. I'm trying to follow you. Are you following me? Let me write that down. 1111 Phenomenon. Because I have to like follow you. We have to be friends in order for me to give it to you. It's really hard for me to figure this out. And I'm trying to follow you, but when I click follow, it like follows you and then it unfollows you. I don't understand. I don't understand. Holy shit. So many messages. Yeah, I don't know why it's not like letting me follow you. Okay, I wrote you down, and I'm going to try to figure that out after. So, this gifted sub thing is really hard for me. I feel like they're making it really difficult. Okay. Because, like, it doesn't just let me... Thank you, Scorpion. Happy sad shirt. It says, you decide. Somebody from here sent it to me as a gift from my Amazon wish list. You're welcome. Do you have a story, Phenomenon? Thank you. Okay, no worries. You don't have to have a story. If their account is private, you can't become friends. Oh, maybe that's why. I'm literally brushing my teeth and watching. I am sleepy. Yeah, but it's not even letting me do it. It's so weird. And the other weird thing is I don't know how to get there. So what happens is it pops up in the chat for me in the comment section, and it'll say like, you have one gifted sub to give out or whatever. And I have to click on it there in order to give it. I don't know how the fuck else to get there. I can't figure it out. I've tried to subscribe so many times, it won't get past reading terms and agreements. That's so weird. Love my nose ring. Thank you, Patty Cakes. It's actually a set from Amazon, and it's on my Amazon storefront if you're interested, because a lot of people ask about it. So if you go to the link in my bio, I have an Amazon storefront, and it's there. It's very cheap. Yes, I saw they said they're going to remove the restriction. Okay, I'm here. Let me know. TikTok won't accept my card, so I gave up trying. Sonia, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Hold on, let me write you down over here. Sonia, if you have a story, please let me know and I'll add you to the list of the last stories that we are reading. I've ordered those earrings 3 times now and they've never get delivered. These earrings? How? Are you kidding me? I'm still subscribed in spirit and gift through vibes. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why are you being so mean? You don't have to send a story if you don't want to, Sonia. Take your time. And if we don't get to read it this live, that's okay. We can read it in the next live. Next live, no problem, no problem. Yes, I'm going to put up the new gift goal. Hold on one second. I will. It shows they're delivered and not, I swear I order from Amazon all the time. So weird. I'm so sorry, Kitty Joe. I mean, I just have the links to the things there. It's worked for other people. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Even though it has nothing to do with me. The universe does not want me to look that cool. I have a few good ones, but I didn't get time to send it. No worries. Another one. Okay. This live is so organized. I love it. I try, but I feel disorganized. You want to see my list? Look at this list. This is me making notes when I'm writing down people. These are the stories that I have to read. It's a fucking mess. All right, let me set up a new gift goal. We're going to put the good nights up because I'm starting the good night thing. Where are they? If I can find it. The sweet dreams. I'm sorry, not good nights. The sweet dreams. Sweet dreams are made of these. You and I can disagree. You remove the restriction. Okay, let me... Oh, we're friends now. Okay. Now I just have to wait for it to say that I can give you the sub. I'm going to scroll up and see if I can find it. Hold on. Everybody's looking for something. There's a subscription thing. Where the fuck is this? Where the fuck is this? I need to learn if there's a better way to do this because, like, this is just ridiculous and I don't know how to do it other than finding it in the fucking chat. Un momento, per favore. Grazie. I can't motherfucking find it yet. Amazon notepads. Oh, that's a good idea. Someone needs to make a TikTok on how to use TikTok. Oh my god. If you can look up here, I don't know how much it is. TikTok sets the price. I don't set the price. It's up to them. If you click up here, if you're looking to subscribe, you don't need a story to subscribe. You can subscribe just to support. You can click the little star or the thing that says subscribe. It's bad tonight. There's a lot of fucking trolls tonight. I'm like waiting a second to see if this thing comes up. Because I can't fucking... What's your question? What's your question? The Goodnight Bear? It's the Sweet Dreams. It's the Sweet Dreams. We hit 500K. Perfect. Subscribers at the bottom for you. You always get me singing. Yes, I love it. It's a little star. Ooh, it's $8.49 in Australia. That's crazy. I just want to give this fucking sub gift away. And I swear I don't know how to do it. You don't have to subscribe for me to read your story. You can also get chosen to read your story. Like all the stories I'm about to read, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them were picked from people in the comments that did not subscribe. Oh, my motherfucking... I literally... How do I do it? Just subscribe. Subscribe today. I need to learn how to do this. I need to ask my, like, live people how to fucking do this. Okay, I'm going to keep my eyes out for the little thing. Because it has to just come up in chat. No, I'm looking... Somebody gifted a sub, because apparently you can gift subs now. So somebody did that, and I'm trying to give that gifted sub to someone. And I don't know where to go other than when it comes up in the chat and tells me. Like, it'll say, like, you have 1 sub to give away or whatever. And I have to click on that. Can I Google it? I can try. Keep your eyes open. Hold on. I did. I checked the subscribers list. I hear my fiance in there, like, literally laughing so hard at something that he's watching on TV. He's so cute. I'm trying to Google it. I'm tired, but I want to hear stories. They're coming, don't worry. I have a whole thing. How to gift a sub on TikTok. Thank you, unknown. No, I don't know how to. I can't figure this out right now. My brain is not working. I'm too tired for my brain to work about that. Yes, exactly. I can't give it to them. I don't understand how to give it to them. I don't understand. Oh, I found it. Here it is. It came up in the chat. Okay. Okay, friends. Who's my friend that I just did? 1111. I gotta find you now. Where are you? Oh God, now I have to scroll through my friend. Oh no, I found you. Here you go. I did it. Yay, we did it. Woo! Oh my God, that's so great. Subscription present. That's what they call it. Okay, wait. Subscription present. TikTok. I'm just going to put that in my thing so I know if anyone. Okay. Whew. Yay. Okay, now we can start reading our stories. Now that that's done. Wow, 2.1 million? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Nothing bad. No, it's my stepson. Hold on one second. Okay. I heard I put you guys on mute because I was going out there for a second. Now I heard my stepson yell, "Dad, I need help." And he was put to bed like an hour ago. Ooh, thank you so much for the confetti. So I was like, thank you, country. I wanted to make sure everything was okay because I heard my fiance go over there. But I went out and I was like, is everything okay? And he was like, yeah, he yelled, "Dad, I need help." And I was like, I know, I heard. And he's like, he's half asleep. He was yelling in his sleep. Everything's okay. Country! Oh, I missed your craziness. Thank you, country. I'm not sure when I'm live next. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants, guys. So I apologize about that, but thank you for understanding. Yeah, he was just dreaming. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. All right, let's start these stories now, shall we? Because we have all of our stories ready to go. Doo-ba-dee-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. All right, first we have my son, the bird healer. Thank you, unknown. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Lapis. My son, the bird healer. Hello. I love your channel. Oh, wait, no. I love your channel. Thank you. When my daughter and myself see that you have a new video posted, we yell, "Tessica time." We read this story. I remember it. Why did I not mark it? You guys remember this, right? I had a new sub earlier and the 500K. I already picked all the stories. Right? Yes, because I remember the Tessica time. You want me to read it anyway? It's not that long. I can read it anyway. Yes. Okay, we'll read it anyway. Okay. This happened back in 2018 when my son was 10 years old. It was Friday evening during summer break, and I had just dropped my son off at his dad's house for the weekend. I came home, and as I was walking inside, I noticed a dead cardinal lying in my yard. My son has the biggest heart for animals, and I knew that he'd be devastated if he saw it when he came back home, so I made a mental note to get rid of it before picking him up on Sunday, but I forgot. We pull in the driveway, and the first thing he says is, "Oh no, Mom, look, I have to help it." I tried explaining to him that it had been dead for a couple of days now and that there was nothing that we could do to save it, and instead we could give the bird a nice funeral if he wanted. He looked at me with tears in his eyes and begged, "Please, let's just try." I figured it wouldn't hurt anything, and I said, "Okay." I grabbed a towel and picked up the very dead bird and handed it to him. Once we got inside, I started making dinner while he took the bird to his room. About 10 minutes later, I hear what sounds like chirping coming from his room, thinking to myself, there's literally no way that bird is alive and chirping. I rush into his room, and sure enough, my son is sitting on the edge of his bed with his very alive cardinal perched on his finger. I asked him, How did you bring it back to life? How is it alive?" And he just shrugs and casually says, "I just did." We went outside. My son said goodbye to the bird and flew away. My son is almost 15 now, and when asking him what exactly happened that day, he says, "I just remember wanting so badly to be alive, and I imagined it in my head, and it just started to actually happen." Crazy. Yes, he's a healer, right? Amazing. Amazing. We're voting. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes and sad face for no. We absolutely read that. I don't know why it's not marked that we read it. And I don't know when we read it, but we absolutely definitely read it. Because I remember the whole thing, the Tessica time, and then the whole story. And it's still an awesome story. I love this so much. Yes, humans are so much more than we are told. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Katie Jo. Katie Jo. Excuse me, miss. Hey. Stop it. What are you doing? My cat's being so mischievous. I needed to hear it. That's why it wasn't marked. Oh, so sweet. Okay. So good, though. So good. So good. All right, let's put this here, and we're going to put it here, and then... What the fuck is my cat doing? That's okay, Katie Jo. That's okay. What is the vote for? We always vote after a story if we liked the story or not. So you click the happy face if you liked it and the sad face if you didn't really like it. Happens often with birds when coming out of shock. The bird was in shock for days? Is it seeing something? My cat? No. My cat's not seeing anything. She's just being a pain in the ass. Nothing exciting. She's just being a pain in the ass. Okay. We got that one. Let me set up a new gift goal because I remember the hamster story. Yes. Okay, I'm going to scroll and pick one again. Whee! And apparently we're picking cake. So let's do some cake. TikTok cakes. Okay, here we go. Next one was almost pulled away. All right, here we go. Almost pulled away. This is Luz. The most terrifying experience of my life. Ooh, I'm excited to hear it. My cat just randomly knocked a candle off the table. She's a brat. Thank you, Scorpio. Okay. Hi. I just recently started following you and got hooked with the stories. They're so good. Yes. So I decided to tell you the creepiest experience I have had. Katie Jo, it's a corgi butt. So for a quick backstory, I've always experienced a lot of supernatural activity, especially back in the house I grew up in Venezuela. I'm not from the US. I sensed the presence I sensed the presences more than actually seeing them, always had this sixth sense, but the most terrifying experience happened when I was around 12 to 13 years old. It was a regular night. I watched some TV in my room and then went to sleep. It's the middle of the night. I was dead asleep, and then I feel like I'm being pulled from my arms, like someone was trying to get me off of my bed. After what felt like a while, I woke up completely. I started to feel like whatever it was pulled harder and harder. Something definitely wanted to take me. I was too scared to even open my eyes. I remember pulling back so hard, but I could not move. It would not let go. I was already in a sitting position. I could not get away, not scream, not do anything. After what felt like hours, I feel like this thing let go of my arms, but it fell on my legs. Whatever this thing was that was pulling me was up in the air trying to take me. I do not know how, but I got up from the bed and went directly towards the light switch and turned it on. Nothing. There was nothing in the room. I checked everywhere. I know there was no one in the room. The door was closed, and it always makes a sound when it's opening. The next day, I told my mom about what happened, and she said I was just dreaming. The pain in my arms and shoulders told me otherwise. It hurt a lot. I was pulling back so hard because I didn't know what the thing was or why it wanted me. I'm almost 30. I have experienced a lot. I've even heard my name being called. I've been poked, touched. I felt breathing on my neck. Like it's normal for me to experience all these things, but that night I won't ever forget. I was so scared. I slept with the TV on for months because the thought of that thing coming back to get me haunted me. Oh my God. Nope, 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 nope. No, thank you. We're voting to do like that story. Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Please click. And happy face doesn't mean that you weren't scared. It means that it was good and you were. Oh my God. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. That was a good one though. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, country. Oh my God. Ooh. Did she recognize the voice? Ooh, that's a good question. Did you Oh, you're safe from the tornado. Yay! I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you're safe. Luz, did you recognize the voice when you heard it? That reminds me of my story that you already read. Yes, yes, yes. Whole lot of nope. No, you didn't recognize the voice. Hearing that makes you think of a story of yours? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Ooh, that was a good one. Good one, good one, good one. And we're going to put this one here. We're going to put this one here and here and here and here. And the next one we had is it's Ghost Cat. Not Ghost Car. It's Ghost Cat. Ghost Cat. Dawn, is this you, Ghost Cat? Hello, Mary. Meow. No, that one is yours. Okay. Apparently there's more than one ghost cat. Hold on. Ghost cat. No, not ghost car, Jessica. Ghost cat. What was your name? Stephanie. Oh, is this it? Did you send it? It says February 19th. Stephanie, Stevonnie. Is that right? I think it might be. Thank you for contributing to the live goal. Ghost cats all over. There's so many ghost cats. Ghost cats, ghost cats. I'm going to say this is the right one. I wonder if they're in the room anymore. I said the room. I always say the room like it's a chat room. Thank you, Peels. This is the goodnight part. Yes. It is the goodnight part. I just scared your cat. Prow. 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 My daughter's obsessed with cats. She heard you meow and said, oh. Her username was Stephanie, right? Okay, I think this is it. We're going to read this one. Hopefully this is the right one. Okay. Ghost cat. Ghost cat. Ghost. I'm freaking your dog out. I'm so sorry. Okay, ghost cat. I had an experience in my old home. I was living alone there during this story. One night I was in my room getting ready for bed. I heard footsteps in another room. I got a hammer and I got to the door into the room. I said, if there's anyone in this room, you can leave peacefully and I will count to 3. And if I come in and find you, it's going to be hammer time. You did not say that. Wait. Oh, God. I got to write this down. Hold on. I counted to 3 and went in and there was nobody in the room. I then asked myself, what the hell? What did I hear? Then I heard meow. 6 months later, I had 4 housemates in that house. Monica, my ex-best friend and ex-friend with benefits, and Maria, my friend, were talking, and I looked over at Sophia. We ended up talking, and I looked over to that bedroom, and I saw a ghost cat manifesting, and it walked towards me. I couldn't see any facial features, but I could feel it looking into my eyes. Its attitude was like, are you looking at me? Can you see me? That's weird. You're not supposed to be able to see me. Sophia asked me, OP, what are you looking at? I looked at her for a second, and then I looked over to where the ghost cat was, and it was gone. Interesting. Interesting. All right, we're voting. Did you like that ghost cat story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Boom. Oh my gosh. Ghost kitty. Ooh, I'm so tired. Okay, next one we have is WDUNAWAY 1516. Oh, here we go. Demon story. Ooh. All right, we got demon story. Demon story. Are you ready? We have this one, and then we have 2 more, and then we're done for the night. Thank you, Peels. We're still working on the cakes over here. It was a Nahual. Huh? Thank you, country. Okay, here we go. Demon story. This story is from 2011. My friends and I had went to this creepy apartment complex my best friend's mom's boyfriend lived in to do some EVPs. Ooh, I like this. When we had gotten there, we were warned about the guy upstairs who had just moved in. He would swear that the devil took his wife and child and now won't give them back. Weird part is, his family really did disappear without a trace. What the fuck? Anyways, we heard something coming from upstairs. It sounded like yelling and some stomping. Us being 4 stupid teenagers, we decided that we were going to go up the stairwell and try to listen in as we were listen in should be a period, but it's a comma. Confused me. I'm so sorry. As we were standing there listening, we could hear the man chanting something. And then he would yell, "Give my family back." We had stood there for a good 5 minutes before the thing started getting weird. Before? That wasn't weird? It seemed like the more he chanted, he really started to piss something off because out of nowhere, we heard this very loud growl. He has no animals. As soon as we heard the growl, every one of us was fighting to get down the stairs and out the door. We got back to the apartment that he was staying in and told them everything that happened. And we finally just brushed it off and started our EVP. And there were many things caught on it. Voices, animal sounds, and some sounds we couldn't describe. You just had to be there to understand the weird sounds that we picked up. We all finally decided to go lay down and call it a night. That was until my best friend's brother started yelling for help. By the time we got to him, he was pale and didn't look so good. The room he was in had a hole in the floor that led to the basement. What? He had heard something tapping on the pole, and when he looked down, he saw a full-grown woman with long black hair, dark eyes, and skin as white as a ghost. Yet again, us being young and dumb. Please don't go down there. We all took a trip to the basement. And we found absolutely nothing. No way for that woman to get in or out or anything. So we 100% believe that he saw a ghost. As we were getting ready to walk back up, we saw a dark shadow. And that's when 3 of us ran up and out of the basement. And the 4th friend decided to stay and cuss this thing out. We could see her from where we were standing. And all of a sudden we would... Oh my God. We could see her from where we were standing, and all of a sudden we saw her go flying across the basement. She jumped up and came running up as fast as she could out of there, and we checked her over, and she had 2 firm handprints on her back. We decided to get out of there and go down to the shop for the night. We all walked because it wasn't that far. None of us slept that night. Yeah. About 8 a.m. the next morning, the shop was surrounded by cops and ambulances. We went outside to find out what was going on, and the couple that lived in the apartment upstairs had been unalived. The cops said it was between 2 to 3 a.m. That was just before we had gotten there at 3:30 a.m. Needless to say, my best friend's mom relocated the shop and we never went back to the creepy apartment. Oh my God. Why would you curse it out? What dummies? No, we're voting. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes and sad face for no. No, thank you. That was a good one, Whitney. Oh, that was a good one. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Nope. Okay. Oh, I'm resetting the gift goal apparently. All right. We're going to do, let's see, random. And then we have 2 more stories to read. And then I am going to bed for the night. Let's see. I'm going to scroll randomly and pick a gift goal. Wee, boop. What are we doing? Okay. We're doing rugby balls. Apparently. We're doing TikTok rugby balls as the gift. That was a good one, right? That was a really good one. Guys, if you missed any of the stories, we have 2 more to go before I'm getting offline, so stay with us. But if you missed any of that story or any other stories, or you just want to rewatch, please make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube. It's TessicaVision, same name as here. You can also get that by going to the link in my bio. Please subscribe. I post my TikTok live replays on YouTube, normally the day after. So please subscribe. Also, please just subscribe there just in case of TikTok. Just in case. It'd be really great. Yes. Okay. And apparently we're sending... They fucked around and find out. Apparently we're sending footballs. Wait, what are they called again? Wait, what are these called again? They're not footballs. What's that other sport? Rugby balls. Holy shit, Jessica. I am so tired. I really do need to go to sleep. Okay, we have 2 more. Now we're doing Katie Immordino. Katie Immordino, I actually need your information. Can you please let me know the first part of your email address or the name of the story? This is the one that Katie Jo suggested. Thank you for the rugby balls. Demon stories need a trigger warning. Ooh. Do. Thank you, Suwanee. Thank you, Laroa. Thank you, everyone that is contributing. The lady. It's just called The Lady? Oh, here it is. Okay. The Lady. Okay, we have The Lady, and then we have Justine's fuck around and find out Ouija board story as the last one. Yes, it's Katie's and then the long one from earlier. Yes. Okay. Here we go. 2 more stories, friends. 2 more stories. Thank you, country. Yeah, good stories tonight, right? Good stories. I want to start off by saying I love your videos. Thank you. This one is more of a creepy story, not a glitch. We love those. But I've been wanting to share it with you. When I was maybe 19, I lived in a house with my parents and cousin at the time. It was about 3:45 a.m. and I had just gotten home from work. I was watching TV on the couch before having to go pick up my boyfriend at the time. At some point, I dozed off and I woke up around 4:30 a.m. It was one of those times where you wake up in a panic, like you needed to do something important or that you feel someone is watching you. When I woke up, I checked my phone and did a scan of my living room when I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. I focused into the hallway across from the couch that leads to the bathroom in the middle and the 2 bedrooms on either side, and I saw a woman peeking around the corner, smiling at me like she knew that I would look at her. I shouted, "Mom, is that you?" and heard absolute silence. I could tell that she was still standing there, but since she wasn't looking at me, I calmly got up, grabbed my phone and keys, went back to go pick up my boyfriend and take him to work. I brushed it off and went to bed as soon as I got home. How do you brush that off? 11:11, make a wish. Okay. Made a wish. But seriously? Like, how do you just brush something like that off? I don't know. Okay. I was terrified and had a chill run up my spine when I saw her. That's not where it ends, though. A couple of days passed, and I had told no one about what I saw because it freaked me out and I didn't want to scare everyone else in the house. My younger cousin, who at the time was sharing a room with me, she said she saw a creepy white glowing lady smiling at her at the foot of her bed. I was so scared and could not believe that someone else had actually seen her too. We have now all moved from that house and I have not seen her since, but my other cousin I live with now she said she's seen her too. It's crazy and scary and hopefully I never see her again. That house had a lot of ghostly encounters and I'd love to share more if you would like. So sorry for the long email. No, we love long stories. Thank you so much. Much love to you. Love to you too. And of course, I always love more stories. You send as many stories as you like. Oh my goodness. That was a good one. Please vote. Did you like that story? Happy face for yes or sad face for no. I don't like the smiling. Why is she smiling at everyone? I don't know. I don't know why she's smiling. I don't like it. Thank you, country. Oh my goodness. Okay. While you guys are voting, I'm going to get the last Ouija board story ready. Ouija board. Ouija board, Ouija board, Ouija board. Where did it go? It was fuck around. Don't fuck around and find out with Ouija. Okay, got it. She's just like, I'm friendly, but no. I just showered and I'm ready for bed. I love it when it's you. Hi. My first time in one of your lives and it's fire. Thanks for doing this. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. You're so welcome. I love to do it. Last story of the night, my friends. Please make sure that you are following me so that you can see all my videos on stuff like this and other things, and that so you can come to my other lives. Please make sure you're following me. Oh, we're almost done with the rugby balls. That shit is real. I'm too scared to use Ouija. Oh my God, I know. Unless somebody shh. Oh. Okay. Hold on a second. Lala Rova, thank you. I'm off work in 45 minutes and you're making it so much better. I'm so glad I can be of service. Cass, thank you. Woo! We got it. All right, I'm going to put up one last gift goal just for funsies while I read this last story. I'm not expecting to hit it, but we'll just scroll and randomly pick. Whoa. Okay. If you say so. I randomly picked fruit hat. I don't think I've ever even seen this one. Or maybe once. Okay. Thank you, BB. I'm laughing because I heard a sound, and that was the one I just read was the 500K story. I heard a sound and I looked over. I'll show you. Hold on. I looked over and somebody opened a drawer all by herself and got in it. You see her? There she is. She opened this little dresser drawer and she got in there. Just hanging out. That's okay, Crescent. No worries. She's like, hey, guys. Hey, Collie. What you doing in there? Such a naughty cat. Oh, my gosh. Disgustingly cute. She is fluffy. She's so fluffy. She's like, hey, Mom, I'm good in here. Oh my God. Yeah, my cats have gotten stuck in there before too. But she did that by herself. She opened the fucking drawer. I don't know how she did that. She's just so cozy in there. Okay. Yo, mods, you are working hard tonight because I keep seeing these people with the damn friggin' knee thing. I'm not even a cat person. I love your cat. I have 4. I don't know. I don't know what it is with that question. It is hers now. I don't know when my next live is. I fly by the seat of my pants. Brown, thank you so much for the corgi butt. Okay. Can someone send... Thank you. I just wanted one person to send a fruits hat because I wanted to see what it was. All right. We're on the last one. Last one. Here we go. Don't fuck around and find out with Ouija. You took a good screenshot? Oh my God. You need to send it in Discord, please, and thank you. This one is kind of long. I hope you like. We love when they're long, Justine. Hi, Jess. I absolutely love you and your content. Hi, and thank you so much. I'm so glad. Country. Okay. To give this story some background, when I was a child around age 11, I acquired a Ouija board. I am an only child, so without a sibling to play with me, I ended up playing by myself. Being young and stupid, I had no idea what I was messing with. Every time I played alone, it would move on its own. It said it was my guardian angel and her name was Candy. Luckily, she never made me scared or uncomfortable. This went on for about a year, but I didn't play often. I got a little creeped out one time when the board didn't say it was Candy and said things I didn't understand. Sexual things. I put the board away in my closet and forgot about it. When I was 13, my family moved to a different house and I did not take the board with me, and I forgot about it for years until I turned 16. When I was 16, my uncle had a gothic/tarot theme for his 40th party. He's an artist. The party was a black dress code, and there were tarot readers and palm readers at this party. He called it the death of his youth, which I think is clever. That's actually really funny. It was decked out in all black, including tons of black candles, gothic decor, and a lot of Ouija boards were on tables to play if interested. I didn't play one at the party, but I did watch a lot of people play, but not much happened. I got my cards read, and I wish I remembered what she said, but this was 20 years ago. The day after the party, my uncle who purchased the props and decor said that we could take home anything we wanted. I picked up a box filled with a Ouija board and several large black candles and took it home. Months later, I was having a slumber party at my house with a few of my girlfriends. They saw said Ouija board in my closet and pleaded to play with it. Reluctantly, I agreed, thinking it was so long ago when I played by myself and maybe this time it will be different. Bad idea. There were 3 of us, myself and friend 1, we'll just call her G, and friend 2, we'll call her Laura. We lit all the black candles I had to set the mood, and even though I wanted to back out, I didn't, and we put all of our hands on the planchette. Is there anyone with us? G asked. Nothing. No movement. We paused for a few seconds. G says, any spirits want to communicate with us? No answer. We then try to think of a famous dead person to ask for. My friend Laura, being an idiot, shouted out, Hitler, I want to talk to Hitler. Why? The way mine and G's jaws dropped. We were in such shock that she picked the worst dead person ever and didn't realize our hands were still on the planchette. We snatched our hands off the board and yelled at Laura for being stupid. She swore she was just joking, but the energy in the room felt tense. We didn't mess with the board anymore and eventually fell asleep. The next day, after a normal, boring day at school, I came home with G. We walked in the door. G went to the kitchen to get a snack, and I headed to my bedroom to put my backpack away. What happened next is very hard to describe, but I'm going to try. I had a pretty large bedroom. It was a rectangle shape. The bottom right corner was my chest of drawers and vanity. The upper right corner was hooks on the wall to hang clothes and things. The bottom left was my closet, and the upper left was a blank wall. I hope that makes sense. It's hard to describe without drawing it. I'm picturing it in my head. I got it. I walked in and headed to the upper right corner of my room to the hooks on the wall to hang my backpack. Out of nowhere, my ears started to ring loudly. After a few seconds of that, my vision went completely black. Like I was blind, but not unconscious because I could still feel my surroundings, yet I had no control over my body. What the fuck? I was walking/floating around my bedroom. I could feel my legs crash into my vanity chair and my bedposts. I was flailing my arms around with what little control I had, trying to balance or hold on to something and hopefully make this stop. I heard a noise and I freaked out. And what a good time for that. After what seemed like forever, but was probably a few seconds, I completely lost consciousness. When I came to/woke up, my body was in a very unnatural position. Against my door, which was the complete opposite side from where I went to hang up my backpack, I was in a headstand position, but slouched over. My head was on the carpet and my legs were in the air. Only higher dimensional beings of love and light are allowed in this house. I flopped over so confused, not knowing how long I was out or what the fuck happened. I remember my friend G was in the kitchen, so I got up and ran and told her the whole story. She said I was only gone a few minutes, and when I showed her my room with the knocked over vanity chair, she still didn't believe me and said I was playing a trick on her. I didn't get much sleep that night for obvious reasons. I kept trying to convince myself that this was not something paranormal. I thought maybe I just passed out, but I had never fainted before, and even if I did, I would have fell over in the backpack corner of my room, not on the complete opposite side, upside down. I thought maybe a seizure, but I had zero health problems and I never had one, nor did anyone in my family have issues with seizures either. Also doesn't explain the way I woke up. The next day I tried to go about my day normally. I went to light my candles and tried to relax after school, and then bam, it hits me. How did I not connect it? Laura summoned fucking Hitler. I immediately grabbed a box, threw in the board and the black candles, which when I counted them, I realized I had 13 of them and I threw them away. Luckily, the board didn't come back. I know they can sometimes. I have never touched one since and tell people never to mess with it unless you are prepared for what can happen. I've told this story to several people and half believe me and half don't, but it's all right. I know my truth and I know what happened. Never ever fuck around with a Ouija board because you will find out. Oh my God. That was such a good one to end the night on. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. We're voting. Do we like that story? Happy face for yes and a sad face for no. Nope, nope, nope. How? Honestly, someone said the black candles are for protection. I didn't know that. Like literally, how do you have that happen and then like continue living your life? How do you do that? How do you do that? How are you living your life right now? I'm just stretching out all my shirts. Oh my God. I'm making my daughter listen to that story on YouTube. If you guys missed that story, any of the stories or anything, or you want to rewatch any of them, please make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube. It's TessicaVision, same as here, because I post the TikTok live replays on YouTube normally the following day. So this should be up tomorrow as long as it recorded correctly. Oh my God, that was a good one. That was a good one. I'm definitely going to save this one. So good. So good. Hold on. Boom. And boom and boom. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you so much, Justine, for sharing that story. Ah, it was so good. Yeah, I got my hair. Look at this. How do I look? Oh, it looks like I have a short haircut. What do you guys think? Should I cut my hair like this? No, that was the last one. We're ending on such a good note. I can't even. No, thank you. It was so good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure you follow me, please. Make sure you're following me. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for voting. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you, mods, for fucking modding, because I know it was rough tonight. Extra special thank you if you subscribed or if you send gifts. I really, really appreciate that stuff. It really is very helpful to me. So thank you so much. I really will. I don't know when I'm going live next because I literally fly by the seat of my pants a lot of the time. So just look out for me. Please make sure if you want to be notified of all that kind of stuff, you should join my Discord. If you click on the link in my bio, or you go to TessicaVision.com, it brings up all my links, including my Discord. So at the top are all the socials, and you can click on the little alien controller guide to join the Discord. Sometimes it doesn't work if you click on it. For some people, you have to like copy and paste the link, but please join us. We have like 650 people in there now, so you can chat with like-minded people about stuff, but also you get announcements, which is helpful. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube if you missed any of this or you want to rewatch it, because I do repost all my live replays on YouTube the following day, which I already said, but we're saying it again. And also make sure you subscribe to my YouTube just in case anything happens with TikTok. I'll probably go live there, but we should be fine, right? We should be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Also, in my link in my bio, there are my Amazon wishlist, my P.O. box, my Amazon storefront, my Cameo, and the email to send stories if you want to send stories, glitches.tessicavision@gmail.com. And that is it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and thank you for being you. You are wonderful, wonderful people, and I love you so much. Good night. Good night.